What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What's going on with all y'all out there, man? We got some significant breaking news from the NFL combines out there in Indianapolis, Indiana. New head coach Klint Kubiak spoke to the press and spoke about a lot of different subjects. But the thing that I found to be the most intriguing is the fact that he has decided that we will be going to a 3-4 base defense. And we're here to talk about it because we talk X's and O's over here. So if you're a person who doesn't really understand how significant this is and what it means, we're here to let you know. Yvonne Holler with the $9.99 dono. Always appreciate you, Yvonne. Thank you. So we're going to get into that. All right. So first things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam, Mod Squad, goons, run the likes up, keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man, like it just happened, like Yvonne. So let's get into it, bro. But first, I have no choice. But to blaze one for the nation 2 days in a row. Hey, man. Hey, 2 days in a row, dog. I get to blaze one for the nation because I like this. I mean, like I've been saying, this feels a whole lot different, okay? I mean, I got a lot to say about it, but first let me go ahead and get this cigar prepped so I can get into it. We're really about to do a deep dive on here because I really want you guys to understand that it's more significant than you may think, all right? This change is very, very, very important, bro, okay, on how we're going to be running our defense. Something that we have all been complaining about for years. We've been complaining about this defense for years, bro. At least 4 years. At least. Okay? So, why is this of such importance? Okay, we'll get into that. But first things first, man, let me go ahead and just give you an idea of what was said today. Okay? So, let me go ahead and light this up first, man. So, get your little drink or get your little sandwich or whatever it is you got and get ready to get educated, aka educated on what this means. It's big. It's really big. All right? Huge. There we go. I get the blaze one for the nation 2 days in a row. That means things is going right. All right? All right, so here we go. The Las Vegas Raiders are transitioning to a 3-4 base defense for the 2026 season under new defensive coordinator Rob Leonard, moving away from the previous 4-3 scheme. All right, this shifts on a total using of a true nose guard or nose tackle, with Maxx Crosby likely transitioning to an outside linebacking role and a need for improved linebacker depth. Listen to that. Maxx is not going to be just on the edge. He's going to be playing linebacker too. This is huge. This is what you guys need to understand. Okay? So here we go. Leadership. Head coach Klint Kubiak confirmed the move, aiming to utilize Leonard, who has roots in the Mike McDonald Seahawks system vision. Our defense is going to look like that Seahawks defense that you just saw in the Super Bowl. And if you didn't know, Rob Leonard, who everyone is running around talking about the only reason why he got the job was because we were trying to appease Maxx, has the background to run this under Mike McDonald. Like I said, everything is not what it seems. Okay? Let's get these likes up. All right? Personnel changes. The team is likely prioritizing finding a true nose tackle to anchor the middle, adding multiple linebackers. Here we go. Here are the players that have the key roles as of today. This could change. Number 1, Maxx Crosby, expected to play edge linebacker rusher in the 3-4. Maxx is going to be not on that line, and sometimes he will be, sometimes he'll be back. I'm trying to tell you, man, you're not understanding what that means. Okay? Number 2, Tyrie Wilson, likely to fill a rotational 3-4 defensive lineman role. And number 3, Malcolm Kuntz, fits as a 3-4 edge linebacker. What do we have in common here? 3 names on that defense. One of them shows up all the time. One of them hasn't showed up much. And the other one, when he's healthy, shows up. And that hasn't been often. So the draft focus for the team is going to be heavily scouted for interior defensive linemen in the 2026 class, including Texas Tech's Lee Hunter to fill the nose tackle role. All right, so we're going to stop right there. Now, let me just go over the other things with Kubiak. Let's just get that out the way. Okay. Kubiak also said in his press conference that the Raiders are looking at several venues at quarterback, and 2025 starter Eugene's Geno Smith is an option. Might not be getting rid of Eugene. Just letting you guys know that. Let's get these likes up. Number 2, Kubiak said he briefly talked to Geno Smith since getting the job. Remember, Kubiak was the incoming offensive coordinator last year in Seattle when they traded Smith to the Raiders. The likely scenario remains that Smith will either be cut or traded in the opinion of this article. Kubiak has also been watching film of the expected number 1 pick, Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, and he's looking forward to learning more about him this combine week. Also, Kubiak said the Raiders will add a fullback and another running back to complement starting tailback Ashton Jeanty. Right now, there's only 2 running backs on the roster, Ashton Jeanty and Dylan Lobby. Dylan Lobby is not a fullback, and Dylan Lobby is not a strong complementary back. So another running back is to be expected. Kubiak also called his new head assistant coach, Mike McCoy, his right-hand man, and Kubiak kept the company line towards Maxx Crosby, saying he's excited to work with him this season, which further hammers the nail on the coffin for all these fans and pundits and reporters and everyone swearing on their life that they got a chance at the Maxx Crosby sweepstakes when there is no sweepstakes. Okay, so that's good to know. Maxx is still, I'm still smoking on that. I thought you guys were getting Maxx Crosby pack. I'm still smoking on that. It still tastes very good. All right. So, like I said before, continue to go to work and tell the homie at work he doesn't have a shot at Maxx, because there is no shot. Okay? Had to cover that. Now, let's cover this 3-4 defense. Let's get these likes up. This 3-4 defense, you guys, we ran a 4-3 last year. I mean, I might just have to talk to you guys in terms that, casual terms. A 4-3, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. 3-4, 3 down linemen, 4 backers. Reversed. Less men on the line, more linebackers. Wider coverage. Okay? So why would we run this scheme? All right. Well, let me break it down to you because you know I know. Number one, let's not act like the Raiders didn't run this scheme before. In Vegas. Oh, you didn't remember? Oh, let me refresh your memory. Patrick Graham, when he first came to the Raiders in 2022, ran a 3-4 scheme. 3-4 scheme. You didn't know that, did you? Well, that's why you're here. So it's not the first time that we ran a 3-4 because we ran it with PG. The problem was what happened the year after that. What happened in 2023? 2022, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Rich Bisaccia year. That was the Derek Carr year. That was the Josh Jacobs year. That was the Hunter Renfrow year. That was the playoff year where we actually went to the playoffs and lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, who went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. What happened the year after that in 2023? Well, that's when everybody left because we became the Patriots. So we've ran a 3-4 scheme before, and it worked well. You know why it worked well? Because not only did we have Maxx, we also had a guy by the name of Yannick Ngakoue on the opposite side on that 3-4. Remember when Maxx Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue were acting a plum fool, sacking the hell out of everybody? Remember? That was Patrick Graham's 3-4 scheme. Let's get these likes up, you guys. Y'all ain't doing a good job with the likes right now. I'm cooking, and you know I'm cooking. Reward your boy with some likes. Now, with that being said, it's been a lot of slander about Patrick Graham. Oh, let's get him out of here with his weak cover 2 defense and this, that, and the other. All these people that's running around slandering on PG, man, you guys don't know football. You're casuals, bro. No matter how much you think you know, the reason why we had to jump back to a 4-3 is because of personnel losses. We lost a lot of personnel. We didn't keep Ngakoue. We brought in Chandler Jones. We did all this other stuff. Okay? Remember? Maxx was happy with what we had. We was cooking. What did he do? He turned over the roster. What did PG have to do? He looked at the roster and understood we couldn't run a 3-4 anymore. We had to go back to a 4-3 and raggedy ass cover 2 and single high. Play with something safe. I'm not safe, okay? So we're going back to the 3-4 defense, and we had success in it. The problem is, do we have the personnel? Now, before we get to that, I just wanted to make that crystal clear to you. Don't act like we didn't run a 3-4 before, because we did 4 years ago with very good success. Now, let's get into why we're running it now. I love it when I'm cooking like this, man. Get these likes up, man. Y'all tripping. I love it when I'm on my shit. I'm on it right now. Okay? Why you think I got on Charles Woodson? Why do you think, man? Go pick this up at MatthewSheckUnfiltered.com. Why do you think I got on Charles Woodson? I got it on, man, for a reason. Okay? Along with this, pick that up as well. So, Rob Leonard, for all you people out there, including you Raider haters and you roaches with Raider hats that think the only reason why Rob Leonard got bumped up to defensive coordinator is because we're trying to kiss Maxx Crosby's backside, that's definitely not it after I read this. After I read this shit about Rob Leonard, you guys are going to be in shambles because once again, Matthew Sheck Unfiltered and the Unfiltered Nation are here to slap the shit out of all you guys on a regular daily basis. Let me get to it. Number one, Rob Leonard, new defensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders and former defensive line coach for Maxx Crosby's D-line. In that quarterback room, in that in that defensive line room last year. I mean, Rob Leonard worked under a 3-4 base defense under Brian Flores. Yeah, you know Brian Flores, defensive coordinator for the Vikings? Rob Leonard worked under him for the 3-4 defense, as well as Mike Macdonald, Super Bowl winning head coach for the Seattle Seahawks. When I told you Rob Leonard deserved the job, he deserved it last year. Rob Leonard has worked under 3-4 defense with Brian Flores, who a lot of you guys wanted to be your coach, and Mike Macdonald. He knows this defense very well. So he's comfortable with it. This cat know what he doing. RB know what he doing. Okay, I mean RL, excuse me. RL know what he doing. Number 2, this will alter the team's approach in free agency and in the draft. First off, the Raiders will look for a true nose tackle, like I said before. They will probably add several new linebackers. Yes, Crosby could fit in a 3-4. Likely as an edge linebacker. Tyrie likely entering his final year under his contract, may fit as a rotational guy. Free agent Malcolm Kuntz fits the linebacker profile because he's a free agent. And remember, it's just a base defense. So there will be multiple looks. Get these likes up right now. Just because we're running a 3-4 don't mean that we're going to run a 3-4 all the time. Y'all ain't feeling me, man. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm cooking. Put a 2 in the chat if I ain't cooking. I mean, y'all ain't, come on, bruh. If you ain't understanding what I'm telling you, you're going to be looking very confused when the season starts, when I'm trying to tell you what's happening right now with your team. Now, a lot of you guys don't understand a 3-4 defense. And why should you run a 3-4 defense in comparison to the traditional 4-3 defense? So I'm going to have to break it down that way. Okay? So basically a 3-4 applies to this front 7. It's called the front 7. You have a front 7 in a 4-3. You have a front 7 in a 3-4. That your front 7 is your linemen, D linemen, and your linebackers. However you want to run it. You want to run 4 linemen, 3 backers. You want to run 4 backers, 3 linemen. You have 7 people. It depends how do you want to do it. If you played basketball like I did, I played college basketball. It's like running a zone. You can run a 2-3 zone. You can run a 2-2-1. You can run a 2-1-1-2-2. I mean, you could do. 2-1-1-3. You could do a bunch of things. Okay, so the nose tackle is very important. If you do not have a strong nose tackle, you are going to have a problem. You got to get a nose tackle that's going to demand a double team. So what we need to be doing is what nose tackles are running around or who's on our roster that can cause havoc. Meaning over the center, somebody that can overpower the center. We might even already have that guy already with Puigs, JJ Puigs, and these guys, man, they might be able to handle business. If they're getting to the quarterback, they're going to have to double him, which is going to leave Maxx and Kuntz and all those guys running around all over the place. Okay? So here are the pros of it. All right? Generally, the nose tackle will play heads up with the center and is responsible for both A gaps. So A gap here, A gap here, B gap here, B gap here. He's responsible for the right or the left. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, the outside backers are faster and smaller. Somebody like a Devin White who's smaller. He's going to be able to get back in coverage and use his size and speed better because it's not all clogged up. He's going to be able to maneuver better. Your linebackers are going to be free to run around. Yeah, Adam Butler. That's exactly, thank you, EG. That's what I needed. Adam Butler. Keep listening, y'all. This is good. Okay? Then it says, here's the pro and cons. Because there is pros and cons to this. Y'all might get some lights tonight. Let me go ahead and get these lights ready. All right? All right? All right. Here are the pros of a 3-4 defense. You need to understand this shit. Number one, if a defense has big, strong defenders up front, they can occupy multiple blockers and allow the linebackers to run free towards the ball carriers. So in other words, if you got big, bally, burly ass cats and they're keeping these dudes busy, the linebackers is free to roam, bro. Them dogs are free. We can disguise coverages. We can disguise blitzes. We can disguise stunts. Safety blitz. We can do all kinds of stuff. They aren't going to be able to figure us out as easy. They're not going to be able to. Last second at the snap, we bring somebody up front, stack the box, freedom. You're free to do a lot. Okay? Having 4 linebackers also means that the defense can be available to occupy more space in pass coverage. You know that our pass coverage linebackers have been getting cooked. It buys time for the linebackers to get more leverage and in position. Get these likes up, y'all. I am on fire right now. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? And considering the general makeup of a 3-4 defensive alignment, let's look at the pros and cons. Okay? So, theoretically, stuffing the trenches with linemen can absorb multiple blocks, creates opportunities from looks from the pass rushers. Who's a pass rusher? The 3 people we just named. The 3 people we just named earlier. This defense maximizes these 3 guys that you guys have been begging to do something. Number 1, Condor. Self-explanatory. Number 2, Tyrie Wilson. If he does it, he's in his 4th year. If he don't get it right, get it tight now, he gotta go. No more excuses. And 4 and 3, Malcolm Kuntz. All 3 of those dudes, it's all bad. It's like in basketball, bro. If you have a stretch 4, somebody like, who can I say that you guys might be able to remember that's like that? Okay. If you remember Robert Horry, or even go KD. I'll just say KD because a lot of you guys might not remember Robert Horry. When KD was with the Warriors, there was times when Steve Kerr put him at the 4, which is the power forward position. Meaning that your big men on the inside are going to have to go out and close out because KD's going to stay out there and pick you apart. You don't get to stay in the lane and in the paint and let KD shoot uncontested shots. Your big guys are going to have to get out and cover somebody, which leaves what? Which leaves Curry to go inside, flip those little flip shots, get fouled, open the lane. If there ain't no big guys in there, man, it's barbecue chicken. If you stay inside, Durant's going to pick you apart from 3. If you run out, I'm a penetrate. Well, this is the same thing. You're busy. Linebackers running around, but who's going to be in the linebackers positions? It could be Maxx. It could be Tyrie. It could be Malcolm Kuntz. You got edge rushers free running to run free into the backfield, bro, with a head start. Y'all ain't feeling what I'm saying, bro. When you see Maxx Crosby, what is he usually in? He's usually in a 3-point stance, isn't he? He's usually coming off of a stance or he's standing up. He doesn't get space to run. That's the key. This frees cats up. All right. Now, with that being said, here's the problem. Because if you thought it was all good, it ain't. Here's the problem. Get these likes up. Here's the cons of a 3-4 defense. A heavy offensive line that blocks well downhill has the numbers advantage on runs. It's harder to stop the run on a 3-4. A team with a good offensive line, that's a problem. Who has a good offensive line in your division? The Broncos. They have a good offensive line. The Chiefs, when healthy. And if the Chargers come back with Joe Alt and some of these other dudes, it's going to be a problem. Okay. Number 2, heavy run packages like 2 tight end sets, which is what? 12 personnel. 12 personnel, something we run. So if somebody's running a 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, with an impressive fullback, causes problems for a defense that lacks size. Who lacks size? The Raiders do. As of now, we lack size in our linebacking core. Those guys aren't big. Let's get these likes up, y'all. And provide a backwards push at the line of scrimmage. What are the primary components of a 3-4 defense? A 3-4 defense is ideal for coaches that possesses 2 appropriate personnel. 2. Out of these 3 dudes, only 2 of them got to do something. Because I'm seeing your comments, and you guys, like I said before, you always want to run down the street not understanding that it ain't safe, man. You're just running down the street not understanding there's nothing down there. You're going to have to walk all the way back. You only have to have 2 guys. It could be Crosby or Kuntz or Tyrie and Crosby. Don't matter. All you need is 2 dudes, appropriate guys to handle it. It could be either or, however it goes down. You don't need all 3 of them to be effective. Diversified pressure of a team can apply to the quarterback. All right. The first heavy, powerful defensive lineman that needs to be double teamed every play, every play to stop penetration. So what they're going to do is double team somebody. And 3, the second to fast, athletic linebackers that can quickly set the edge, run down ball carriers, and drop into coverage. I think we got somebody that can do that if we re-sign him. By the name of Devin White. Devin White had 160 tackles in the 3-4. His coverage skills left something to be desired, but this is going to help. These 2 requirements are successful to run a 3-4 defense. Now, let's talk about Maxx. Then we'll get to your questions. I hope your questions are as good as this. If it's some basic questions, you have time to delete. Don't ask no basic questions, bro. Get your questions together because I'm giving you a lot of info. A lot. Listen to the information before you form a question. I'm just trying to help you guys. Here we go. How does this help Maxx? Can Maxx run it? Here's the nuances of Maxx Crosby because I know that's what you really care about. In a 3-4 defense benefits Maxx Crosby by maximizing his versatility as an elite edge rusher, allowing him to operate from both 2-point and 3-point stances. I just said that. I didn't even read that part yet. I told you about the stances. Told you that. That has a lot to do with your success rate. If you notice, sometimes Maxx is in a 4-point stance. Sometimes you notice he's in a 3-point stance. Sometimes you notice that he's in a crouch stance. He's just crouched. All of those. All right. Creating more one-on-one opportunities through complex, unpredictable blitz packages. I said that earlier. Okay, so here's how the scheme benefits him. Increased personal versatility. By primarily being a hand-in-the-ground defensive end, that means a stance, 4-3, 3-4 scheme. Allows Crosby to stand up as an outside linebacker, an OLB. He could get, when he stands up, he's going to be a linebacker. This is the kind of stuff you need to notice. So when you're watching the game and you see him standing up, you know he's playing the outside linebacker position. Even if he's on the line, if he's standing up in our 3-4 defense, he is a linebacker, outside backer. Okay? Then it says, it increases his flexibility in rushing angles and allows him to occasionally drop into zone coverage. Okay? More favorable matchups in a 3-4. Often utilized as multiple fronts, allows defensive coordinator, Rob Leonard, to manipulate alignments to get Crosby away from double teams. We all know that he's double team, triple team, pancake block, chop block, chip block by the running back. They're not going to be able to do all of that. If you're going to be doubling him, then you're leaving everybody else open. You can't put 3 dudes on one side no more. You ain't going to be able to do that. Because guess what? If you got 3 dudes over there, that means we got 3 dudes running free. Okay? Instead of favorable one-on-one matchups against the tackles and the running backs. Utilizing his never-stopping motor as an outside linebacker in a 3-4, Crosby can exploit his high-energy, relentless style to, quote, make a mess in the backfield from different angles. It says make a mess, in quotes. Make a mess. It's going to get messy back there. Quick. All right? His ability to stay skinny, what that means is being able to hit small seams and get inside little openings very easily, which they call get skinny. Okay? It says that he's going to be able to get through these gaps as shown through tackle's face in the B gap. So he's going to be able to do things in the B gap, gives him an ideal edge rusher in the defense. Reduced predictability in the 3-4, improved support from interior linemen, makes it easy for a heavy front, blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm not going to read the rest of it. Let's get to the important part. What do I think about it? I like it. I like it a lot. Let me tell you why I like it, then I'm tell you why I don't love it. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Here's why I like it. Number one, it's going to force everybody to have to adapt when they play us. Not a lot of people run a 3-4 scheme. All right? Not a lot of people run a 3-4 scheme. A 3-4 scheme is primarily ran in the NFC. This is an NFC offense. An NFC defense. It's more of an NFC style scheme. Most AFC teams do not run a 3-4. They run a 4-3. All right? Number two, I like the fact that Maxx isn't going to be with his hand in the ground all the time. That's him coming from a crouch. That is him using torque, him having to get up, explode off of that knee, having to push off on it, all that. He's not going to be doing that all the time. He's going to be able to maneuver around. Okay? And last but not least, we don't have the personnel right now to run this. We don't have the personnel unless some people grow up really quick. People are going to have to grow up real quick. And if we're not executing this exactly like it needs to be ran, we will be jumping back into a 4-3. We will be jumping back into other defensive schemes. This is just a base defense. What's a base, bro? A base is, what's the base of soup? Water. You don't have soup without water, homie. You can make however you want it. You want a chicken noodle, you want tomato, you want minestrone, you want whatever the hell you want, bro. Soup is primarily water. Hot water. Then you put in your ingredients to make it a style of soup. So when they're talking about this as a base defense, this is just the water. Different personnel groupings coming in, different blitz packages, different fronts, different disguise coverages, difference, all kinds of different ways. What kind of soup you want, homie? But it's going to start with some boiling hot water. You want split pea soup? It's the peas. You want gumbo, New Orleans style? It's the sausage and the crawfish and all of that. It all starts with the water. That's why I like it. Why I don't love it? It's a hit or miss. If we can run this the way that Seattle ran it, they're in trouble, bruh. They're in trouble. If we can run this, because they're not going to be ready for that. They're not going to be playing against a 4-3. Whoever we play in the AFC aren't going to be playing 4-3 defenses. They're going to have to adjust their playbook. They're going to have to adjust their personnel groupings. They're going to have to adjust their formations. They're going to have to adjust their 100 scripted plays in the beginning. They're going to have to re-scheme when they play us. They don't get to just put up the offensive coordinator for whoever team we're playing against, or whoever's calling the plays. And in our division, that would be Sean Payton. In our division, that would be Mike McDaniel, who's going to be the offensive coordinator for Jim Harbaugh. They're not going to be able to go X, 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 and just run whatever they run. No, they got to figure that out. They got, oh, wait a minute, okay, it's X, 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 X. All this is open, but is it? So we might be getting cooked early. Let's get these likes up, man. Likes ain't liking. We might be getting cooked early. It might happen. Or we might just hit the ground running and just shut everything down. As bad as our defense was, linebacking core, as bad as our defense was in the secondary, with the defensive line being the strongest thing that we had, this forces us to improve the defense. We cannot run this defense without having better personnel. This forces us to do it. This gives, I think it's going to be an amped opportunity for people like Tommy Eichenberg and some of these other guys that I like that haven't been getting a whole lot of snaps to steal somebody's job. We need these year twos and year 3 dudes, and in Tyrie Wilson's case, year 4, to take the training wheels off the bike. That's why I don't love it. But I like it more than I love it because it forces us to do something that we've been needing to do, which is fix the defense. It doesn't help our offense. It doesn't help our O-line. It doesn't help our wide receiving core. It doesn't help the offensive side of the ball, but then it does. Because if the defense can shut down some of that scoring and bring those scores down, if we can get those scores down in the teens, when the other opposite team is only scoring 14, 17, 13, they're staying under 20 or low 20s, 20, 21. If they can keep these guys out the end zone a little bit more, that might give our offense an opportunity to outscore teams. If we're holding people to 3 points and we're scoring 7, that's where we're at with it. So as far as I'm concerned, I like it. I like the fact that this isn't going to be the same old Raiders. We're either going to be worse or we're going to be better. I don't see us losing 2 games. We won 3 last year. I don't see us winning 2 games, bro. I don't see that. Anything above 3 is an improvement. It's time for people to shit or get off the pot. But this whole Rob Leonard just got the job because we're trying to keep Maxx Crosby, I just killed that whole shit. Brian Flores, 3-4 defense. Mike McDonald, 3-4 defense. Where do they play? The NFC. We're running an NFC style defense in the AFC. Neither one of those teams had a Maxx Crosby on their team. Neither one of them. The Vikings didn't. They traded Danielle Hunter. They used to have somebody that was Maxx Crosby-like, but they traded Danielle Hunter to the Texans. Seahawks didn't have nobody like Maxx on defense. That damn dark side defense did just fine shutting down the New England Patriots. They shut their asses down completely. So, what a dope ass shirt, man. Go pick this up. Oh, actually, it's a sweatshirt. Go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, dog. Let me read you guys' comments. So that's what we need to understand. Number one, we've ran a 3-4 before. The last time we ran it, we were in the playoffs. Last time we ran a 3-4 defense, we was in the playoffs. Remember 4 years ago, 2022, best year we ever had in Las Vegas. Rich Bisaccia, 3-4 base defense. After that, just like that chirp, letting you know that's exactly what happened. Josh McDaniels just showed up. Okay? So let me read you guys' comments. Like I said before, man, I hope you guys ain't coming with them weak with them weak questions and weak comments, bro. You better fix it. I just gave you guys a lion's share of a whole bunch of information. Yvonne Holland, hi, what's going on, Yvonne? Thanks for the $9.99 dono. Let's get these likes up, man. Likes need to be liking. All right? Like I said before, bro, this isn't the same shit. Your defense is different. Your offense is going to be different. You got a Super Bowl winning coach coming in. You got a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator coming in. You got a defensive coordinator who is a Raider who ran the defense that Kubiak just didn't do that, bro. He knows Rob Leonard, and he knows Rob Leonard can run that defense because he ran it before he came to the Raiders. 3-4 defense is in Rob Leonard's DNA. Brian Flores, who a lot of you guys swear on your life you wanted him to be your coach, but he couldn't because he's suing the league. And Mike McDonald, who's a defensive coach for the Seattle Seahawks, who absolutely shut them cats down. They didn't score a point in the first half. The New England Patriots, when Bad Bunny was running around having his way on that damn field, had 0 points going into the third. It's about to be barbecue chicken. Okay? Let me read you guys' comments. Okay? All right. Eglatizzi in the house. What's going on, EG? Whittington Thomas, what's going on, man? Good talking to you on the phone, bro. Been a minute. Okay, let's see if we can improve on that. All right, Bushido, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? Big Daddy Murder, my guy in Raider Nation. Always keeping it 100. Yeah, man, I'm keeping it 100. Okay, because it's time for us to keep it 100. It's time for us to really understand what's happening here. If you missed yesterday's live about your general manager, John Spytek, dropping a whole iceberg on the National Football League, talking about they're going to get Maxx Crosby and we're going to trade Maxx for a bucket of chicken and 2 sides. Poured cold water on all that. There is no Maxx Crosby that's not on the Raiders. Sorry, tell your raggedy co-workers, friends, and everybody else that swear they're getting Maxx. It's over, bro. Take this and go to the L party, because Kubiak also confirmed it too. There is not going to be no Maxx going nowhere, but we've been told you that. But you other guys that are running around there, all your other content channels that you love to go to, ask them why what they said isn't true. All right. Okay. 3-4 defensive scheme coming. Antoine Jackson in the building. All right, man. Official Mac Juice, what's going on? Winter Thomas says, we will need some new pieces on defense for sure. We ain't got no choice. We don't got no choice. Good part about it is that I went over the free agency list. We got a whole bunch of cats. It's time for these 2nd and 3rd year players to get their shit together. I'm telling you, there's opportunities there. But we're gonna have to figure this out. There's a very good chance that we might look bad for a minute. There's a very good chance that we won't look bad. What if we hit the ground running and we start shutting cats down? What happens then? That relieves the pressure off of your quarterback. That's a lot, bruh. That's a lot. Good defense. Defense wins championships, buddy. If you think that the Seahawks won that championship because of Sam Darnold, that was like maybe 30% of why they won. 70% was that defense. Okay? All right, man. Thanks for the dono. Okay. Bill said A's ticket's going to be in the $20 range. Yeah, man, we'll be there. We will be there. I'll be wearing my A's shit. A's is my second team. You know that, Bill. Okay. Mr. BR in the building. What's going on? Blaze went for the nation. I'm on this 3-year defense pack. Hey, man, I'm just saying it's not as simple as it sounds, but it's better than last year. I like it. You're going to have to adjust now. There ain't no just walking in, mailing it in now. They ain't going to know what we're running. If we disguise our blitz packages and our coverage packages as well as Seattle did, Seattle had them dudes, they didn't know what was popping. Look at what happened to Cardi B's baby daddy. He was shut down until like the third, fourth quarter when they started playing the prevent. He didn't get nothing done. Drake May was on his back a lot. We beat them first game of the season with our team that we had last year. One of our wins was against them. They're in the bowl. They're in trouble. They're in trouble, bro. I mean, it's barbecue chicken, bro. You ain't even understand it. Justice saw what's going on. Justice Sizzle. What's happening? Okay. Lamonte Fleming in the house. Okay, man. Blaze went for the Knicks. I mean, this 2 days in a row. Hey, man, like I said before, man, I'm not just going to be blazing one just for anything, okay? Clean Bean says, I like it. Change is good. This isn't the same, man. Now, Justice, I know you said you didn't know whether or not you wanted to really believe in spy tech. It's not a matter of believing in spy tech. It's a matter of believing in what I just read. Klint Kubiak changed the scheme. He didn't go to spy tech and say, hey, spy tech, can I change the scheme? He changed the scheme. They knew he was going to change the scheme when he was there. You don't think they asked him? You don't think that in the interview process they asked him what defense you're going to run and how you want to run it with our personnel? Yeah. We're going to that NFC style, bro. NFC always has better defense than the AFC. AFC might, if anything, the AFC might have more sacks. But when it comes to all the other stuff, interceptions, and you look at the people who are the interception leaders, you look at all that kind of stuff, man, typically you're going to see a lot of NFC dudes. Okay? When you see team sacks, teams that got the most sacks, things like that, yeah, you're going to see the Broncos. The Broncos didn't even have a Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett had 23 sacks. But the Browns didn't lead the league in sacks. Okay? So, they're going to have to figure this out. All right, Winston Thomas. Raider Rob, what's going on? What's going on? Edward Tripp, what's going on? Trizzle, what's happening, big dog? Okay, hey, that 3-4. If we can get what we need to get, man, people are gonna want to come over here now, dog. They're gonna want to come, man. There's a lot of free agents going around. Don't think that we won't be made. We got some money too. We can make some things happen. Okay. We give Maxx an extension. We restructure it so it'll be cap friendly. People are doing that. Mahomes just did it. Mahomes, you know how much money Patrick Mahomes was supposed to get this year? Let's get these likes up, you guys. Let's move it. He was supposed to get $73 million. His base salary this year was 73 M's. They had to restructure that. He's still getting his money, but it's on the back end. They had to restructure that. That's 73 million. That's just, let's not think that's too crazy because Dakota's getting 60. Dak Prescott is getting 60 million right now. So a little bit of restructuring. We don't have a whole lot of high cap people. Okay. Eugene, high cap number. Maxx, guaranteed money for 1 year. We're going to have to restructure. That's going to be an extension. We got a lot of money to play with. All right. Okay. All right. Not belief in the house. All right, man. Raider Tone, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? They talked to Lee Hunter today from Texas Tech. I just read about Lee Hunter. I didn't know they talked to Lee Hunter. You see? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, they might be starting outside in. They might be starting defense over the O line. We say that O line, but hey, it's looking like defense is going to be a big priority. A huge one. All right. All right. Bill Holloway says Maxx becomes Ted Hendricks type player. Ted Mad Stork Hendricks. A lot of you skinny jean wearers of the nation need to go back, man, and do your research. Because this next season, man, we're gonna be talking so much X's and O's like we always do. But we're really gonna be talking now. Because now the defense deserves us to speak on it. And if you don't know who Ted Mad Stork Hendricks is, number 83, yeah, he was number 83 on defense, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion. You better go do your homework. Okay? That is absolutely true. All right? Woody Tadama says Maxx is going to cook. A lot of people are trying to count Maxx out. They can do it and do that. I saw a guy with a torn meniscus get double-digit sacks last year. And he didn't even play the last 2 games. He played 15 games. He had 10 sacks. Do the math. A big nose tackle will be essential. Might already have that guy. Remember when Spytech was talking about J.J. Puigs? I'm telling you, man, it's time for these young cats to... Man, if I was one of these young dudes, I would be looking at this is my opportunity, man, for me to make my bones, bro. I would be looking at it like, this is my chance. I'm about to get my starting job. That's what I would be doing. Yeah, there's a lot of shooby-doobies in Vegas, Dre's and all of that, man. But, hey, man, I just have to fly in some in-house. That's what we used to call it. Get that in-house, fly in that old girlfriend from college or fly in somebody that had that in-house to keep you right. But to keep your ass getting up where you can go to, you ain't out carousing around. You got your in-house, you good. Kick your ass to the damn practice facility at Henderson, watch that tape, get your technique down. Learn this 3-4. Everybody has to learn it again. Now, Maxx is familiar with it, but when Maxx was running it before, he was 4 years younger. Now, it's not going to be all on him. It's not going to be all on Maxx to get something done. These other cats are going to have to get some shit done. All right? All right? Okay? Mr. BR, yes, I watched that interview. I didn't watch the interview, though. I ain't going to hold you. Okay? Bring back White, put him on the weak side, help his weakness. I hope open up the strong side. While he can get to the quarterback like he showed in Tampa. Well, right now Devin White has actually he has rekindled his career. There's going to be other people that are going to be vying for his services. He's not a restricted free agent. He is a free agent. He can go wherever he wants. And if the bag is big enough, he might not be there. Okay? If he wants to come back, perfect time for him to come back. But let's not be surprised if he decides not to. The Raiders gave him a shot. He came back. He was one of the premier tacklers in the NFL. Okay? He led our teams in tackles. Other teams are going to want that. We'll see. I'm hoping that it's an opportunity for him to come back. Now I can really see him benefiting it. Okay? All right? Because that 4-3, he was getting cooked in pass coverage. What's going on, P? Patrice, it's happening. Okay? Raider Shep in the building. Okay? Finally. All right? All right, it's good. We're going Daniel Berry Sports in the building. Mr. BR. Big nose tackle for the low. We can bring back Andrew Billings. I think in this case, you guys, if we can't land somebody, I don't have a problem with nose tackle by committee. I don't have a problem with nose tackle by committee, bro. We just run them in. Run them in. Run in Puigs. Run in Billings. Run in, even Adam Butler last year ran nose tackle. He was running nose tackle. He was able to get some things done. Run them in and see who's going to be more effective. Just keep changing it up, man. Have these dudes run in and out. Having a fresh nose tackle, bro. Just have them run in there. All right? Straight up. And Egalitarian 3-3-5 is what the Raiders will run. Like I said, man, it's just the base. Okay, 3-4 base doesn't mean we're running 3-4 all the time. 3-4 is the base. We can run a 3-3-5. We can do a lot. We can do a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if there's times we run back into a 4-3. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that. Okay? Yes, we did run the scheme before. Yes, we did. I just told you, 2022, when we went to the playoffs. Okay? All right, man. Said you remember. All right, Kubiak also runs outside linebacker scheme for the O-line. That means speedy O-lineman with great footwork. He ran to Seattle. Watch his personnel selection for that scheme. Yeah, man, I mean, on offense, that's a whole nother can of beans. But hey, man. Hey, man, take them beans, bro. Take them baked beans, man. Know what I'm saying? And throw some molasses in that shit. And throw some brown sugar. You might be, it might taste like grandma's if you're drunk. It's never going to taste like grandma's, but if you drunk or high, it might taste close. Okay? Okay? Raiders said that crew neck clean. Crew neck's available. It's available, bro. I mean, come on, dog. Long sleeve, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at C. Woody. Look at C. Woody over there in Oakland Coliseum. See him? That's the Oakland Coliseum. See that? Come on, dog. And on the back, you already know. Okay? All right, go pick this up right now, bro. Get the matching beanie. You know, we're always going to be styling and profiling over here, dog. All right? Okay? Patrice, what's going on? Can't make it up with Justin Saw. Cooking them, Shaq. Hey, dog, I ain't got no choice, man. The last 2 days, I've had to come in and give you guys some game. I'm like, wow. I had to do my research real quick to see. Man, that sounds familiar. Didn't we run that before? Yeah. And we were successful. Last time you went to the playoff, Raider fan, you were running a 3-4 base defense. But who did you have? Divine Diablo. You had, come on, bro, you had Trayvon Merrick. You had people that you drafted. Are we going to be drafted? Are we going to be drafted? You better think about it, bro. Okay. All right, man. All right, man. All right. B. Griffin in the house. Coming to you Thursday morning. Oh, you're in Thailand. Oh, man. Raider fan. All right, big dog out there in Thailand, bro. All right, man. For factual. Okay, salute. Yeah, man, we are global, bro. I mean, we are international. Okay. Got some Thailand out. A lot of y'all cats that might want to go out to Thailand and go have you some fun. You better go and talk to the homie. Okay. Every Super Bowl we won, we were in the 4-3. That's true. The last two, we had underside beast with North tackle by the name of Reggie Kinlaw. I mean, Kinlaw. Hey, big dog, that sounds like you a ringer. If you remember Reggie Kinlaw, man, man, that was off the chain, bro. We had Kinlaw. We had who was on that defense, bro? We had on that line. We had Kinlaw. We had Howie. We had Alzado. That was the time when nobody had nothing to say, nothing to me. Back during them days. Glad you on here, bro. Glad you had. Always good to have a real Raider from the other side of the planet come and show up. All right. Raider Shep says, I don't know what that means. I love my Woodson sweatshirt. This is tight. Patrice got it. Warm as hell. Warm as hell, dog. Like I said, this is quality. Look on the inside, man. It's nice and soft on the inside, bro. This shit is dope. Okay, we don't make no junk, bro. Okay, let's get these likes up. Let's get it going. The likes is liking a little bit better. Let's see if we can get that likes to 80. Let's roll. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, man. Joseph Angel in the house. What's going on, man? It's happening 73. Straight cooking. That's right, Mac Juice. Hey, bro. Like I said before, I don't want to put too much on it, but I am telling you that running this defense is going to make people have to scheme for us specifically. And it isn't like the thing that I like about it. Here's the thing I like about it. What I like about it is it isn't a monkey see, monkey do situation. It isn't, oh, we're looking at the Seahawks and saying, you know what, that would be good. You know how you know how uh um Terrence Terrence got that cut. He got that haircut where he shaved it on the side and he got it long and he had the part right here and all the girls like it. But then when you get it, you look like a fool because your head is shaped like a peanut. Sometimes, bro, you got the right head and shape for the cut. If your ears are sticking out like Will Smith, you might want to get some, you might want to keep your hair. You might not want to cut your shit all the way down to the nub. All right? So, like I'm saying, we're not looking at their defense saying, let's run their defense because it's successful. We're running their defense because we have the expertise to run it. Our defensive coordinator made his bones in the 3-4 with the best people who run the 3-4 defense in the NFC. I just told you Brian Flores, he was on his staff. I just told you Mike McDonald, who just won the bowl, defensive head coach. He knows this scheme because he worked for those dudes. Who's your head coach? The same cat who was over there. Man, you don't understand. And we got a Crosby. We got a whole Crosby. Like I said, man, there's going to be a lot to hate. They're really going to have a lot to be mad about. Okay? All right? We're really going to give you something to cry about, Patrice. We're going to give them something to cry about for sure. All right? Straight up. All right, man. 111. Carlos says, I understand. Like I said before, we still have to produce on the grass. I'm just letting you know this offseason doesn't feel like last year. It don't feel like when Sleepy Pete was here. It don't feel the same. Same Patrick Graham defense, same personnel, no, nothing changed. We have to change. It forces you to change, bro. It forces you. It forces you to change. You have no choice. You cannot run a 4-3 the way you are assembled right now. You have to assemble the Avengers to run that. Wonder Twin powers activate. Form of 3-4 defense. Shape of NFC style defense in the AFC West. That's what's happening, bruh. That is what's happening right now. And they're there at the combine looking at everybody and talking to the guys that they feel they need to talk to. Come on. It's active, bruh. It's active right now. It's an active volcano, bruh. You might not want to go up there. You might not want to take your girl up there, man, and go look at the pretty rocks because you might get some hot ones on your ass. Trying to tell you it's going down, all right? It is going down. Egalitarian with a 3-4 defense, disguising blitzes is easier. It's very easy. Especially if them 3-down linemen, if you got a nose tackle that demands a double team because he's in the backfield getting penetration. If you look at the NFC teams we played, they did more of a number on us than the AFC teams we played as far as the defense in penetrating that defensive line. I mean, the offensive line, okay? It just made it easier for the AFC opponents to beat us up because we didn't have any confidence, all right? Straight up. All right, straight up, man. Said we can run nickel 3-4, we can run dime packages, we can do a whole bunch of stuff. Like if we run a 3-3-5, that's a nickel. 3-3-5 is a nickel. You got 3 down linemen, D linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 corners. That's a nickel. Because usually in a 4-3, you're gonna run 4 down linemen, 2 backers, and then you're gonna run 5 in the back. So you only have 2 backers. And all they got to do is do a Travis Kelce, jump off the line, go 7 yards, turn around and stand there and wait for the ball. By the time you tackle them, they've got 11 yards. But if you are able to keep your backers are still in the same position and you got 5, it's a 3rd and long. And we put that nickel in, that's barbecue chicken. What they going to do? They got to deal with the same pressure. You got to deal with the same nose tackle. That demands a double. Maxx he could just jump back. There ain't no more, who's going to guard Crosby? You're going to have to spy Crosby. Crosby could be anywhere. He has the freedom to line up. If I'm Maxx, I'm loving this. I'm loving this, bro, because you're giving him carte blanche. You're giving him carte blanche to be able to do whatever he wants to, whatever he decides to do. Whatever, and Rob Leonard is not going to handcuff Crosby. There's not going to be no handcuffing. Okay? Not to say that Patrick Graham handcuffed, but we know that Patrick Graham was there to follow orders. We know that. We know PG didn't have the freedom to just do whatever. Kubiak is going to let Rob Leonard do his thug thizzle because they're from the same coaching tree. They're from the same coaching tree, bruh. They're gonna be, man, he's gonna be like, man, Rob, have the freedom, dog, to move Maxx around. You're gonna be seeing Maxx in places you ain't even used to. You're gonna be looking, it's so easy now, bro. It's been easy. Let's get these likes up. Let's roll, man. Let's keep going, man. Let's get the 90. Let's get the 90 likes. Let's roll. It's so easy, man, to figure out when Maxx is on the field because you know he's gonna be on that D line. You know he's gonna be, usually he's on the left side. Okay? Usually he's on the left side. All right? And the reason why we run him usually on the left side with a right-handed quarterback is that even though they could see Crosby, that lets somebody else come up and try to blindside him. That's when you started seeing people like Kuntz. When Kuntz was healthy, he started getting a lot of sacks because they're over there loading that side up to keep Crosby from getting in there. Crosby's basically being, held and whatever else. Oh, we know Crosby's going to be over there. And if he goes to the opposite side, you just load the package that way. Okay? But if you're running this and Maxx decides to be a linebacker. Now, I'm going to tell you who else did that with very good success. Remember when Khalil Mack went to the Bears that first year? Remember when Khalil Mack made the Pro Bowl as an edge rusher / linebacker? Remember? That first year he was there, Crosby's going to be running that dual position, bro. Like in basketball, what we would call a point forward. All right? I'm always using basketball. There's a lot of basketball nuances to this defense. And for those of you guys who really need to understand, I know basketball just as well as football. I wish we had more basketball guys over here. We'd be cooking on that. So, in my opinion, the greatest point forward of all time is Scottie Pippen. What does that mean? Scottie Pippen was a forward, but Scottie Pippen would bring the ball up. There's a lot of times that the offense was facilitated through Scottie. Okay? A lot of times. Mike was there to be a assassin, there to be shot clock down. He's there to finish the job. He's there, he's a cleanup guy. But Scottie would get the ball, they throw it in, and Scottie would set the offensive sets. He'd come down, get the ball, dribble up. Bron does the same thing, except Bron's was more ball dominant. Okay, but Scottie would get that ball, bring it up, and the offense would run through him. If you're a Golden State Warrior fan, without him bringing the ball up, that would be like a Draymond. Draymond Green, the offense always runs through Draymond. That doesn't mean he's going to get the shot. That doesn't mean that he's going to be the scorer. That just means the ball, when you get into that front court, you're going to be getting the ball to him. And the ball's going to always touch Dre's hand first. Dre's going to set it all up. Everybody starts getting in their positions, and the ball goes to Draymond. Draymond gets the ball, and at that point, that's when the offense starts clicking. That's when Curry starts running through all those pin down screens and starts running, doing all. I'm talking basketball. You guys, it might just be shoot. The same shit. Maxx Crosby's going to have the freedom, which is going to save his legs, where he doesn't have to be his hand in the ground all the damn time. Maxx ain't going to have to rush the passer every time. Maxx could be on the line and just jump back in coverage. You don't see that often from Crosby. He's there to apply pressure to the quarterback. Not all the time, bro. There's going to be times where Crosby just going to be there. He's going to be load that package up. He's going to jump back. You're going to have three dudes over here blocking nobody. You're going to be over there blocking nobody. Nobody. All Maxx has to do is not step into that backfield. And what are you going to do when you got three dudes over here? Now, the problem is if the offensive line is formidable and they run the ball, we're going to have to make tackles. We're going to have to tackle the shit out of these guys. Real easy, bro. If they're able to hold and do all the stuff that they like to do, running backs are going to be able to run. You better be able to tackle them cats. You better be able to tackle them within 4 yards. There ain't going to be no whiffing. There ain't going to be no more alligator arming. You're going to have to do what my coach taught me to do when I was playing defense. Look at that bread basket. Bill, you know, Bill, because you played football with me. That bread basket never moves. I don't care about all the Shady McCoys and all that head shimmy, cocoa popping and all of that. Nah, dog. This doesn't go nowhere. Keep your eyes on those numbers. Hit the numbers and hold your tackles, man. Do not try to arm tackle nobody. There's going to be some times we're going to see some big run gains because that's just part of what it is, especially if you got a good running back. You play somebody like a Derrick Henry, might be a problem. You play somebody like Taylor that over there with the Colts, problem. You play somebody like Najee Harris should be coming back this year. You know what I'm saying? You got Omarion Hampton, problem. People who got running games, got a running back that's formidable, could be a problem. A Breece Hall or somebody could be a problem. But if we're making our tackles, you can't throw the ball. You ain't throwing the ball nowhere. Okay? So that's what's going on with that. All right. Egalitarian said John Spytek will draft Lee Hunter. They're already talking to him. Okay? All right, man. Said Tazi. Yeah, Tazi. I forgot about Tazi. Thank you for bringing that up, Egalitarian. Tazi. Don't forget about Tazi. Came on last year. Bill, these sticks that you've been sending have been excellent, bro. These sticks have been awesome. I've been taking care of them, too. Okay, the list goes on and on. Adam Butler. Okay, it's going down. Patrice, Kubiak already said that all he does is study tapes of what we did last year all night long at home. Like I said before, man, when this is his opportunity to make his bones. Okay? I don't think that there's ever been a father and son head coach combination to win a Super Bowl as a head coach. He's already matched his father with a Super Bowl win, but he wasn't the head coach. It's a very, very good, unique opportunity here. If Kubiak can get this done, bro, we're going to be at a parade. And I'm telling you, when there's a parade in Las Vegas, you better be finding the Unfiltered Nation. You better find us because we're going to be acting a fool there. We already act a fool. We act a fool when we lose. Just imagine a parade with us being the Super Bowl champions. Especially for ringers. Ringers, you better find us quick. Okay? Low key, Raiders are on the come up. Raider Nation, stand up. You need to stand up and clap your dusty ass hands. That's what needs to be happening. But we know that there's a lot of roaches in our fan base. We know there's a lot of twerkers in our fan base. We know there's a lot of strippers in our fan base, and they're not all happy. But we don't care. Because once we start winning, they'll assimilate and they'll start acting like we do. You just got to remember what they said before. That's all. When we start winning, everybody's going to act like they were down with it. But we all know who was wearing the panty liners before the season started. We know. We already know. Okay? All right, man. BR. Adam Butler. JPJ will have to go eat all you can eat. Let it go. No more playing. Sexy big time. Get messy. It said right there, man, it's going to get messy in that backfield for Crosby. And understand that means bad news for whoever is in the backfield. It's going to be really bad. You know Maxx is coming back 100%. You know he's not gonna skimp on anything. He's been in that facility with a torn labrum surgery. He's doing everything that he can do right now, and it's getting better and better and better and better and better and better. By the time that season starts, bro, I can't wait to see what it looks like. I really can't. Whittington Thomas, get ready to find out about training camp. We're going to that. Because last year at training camp, we weren't impressed at all, bro. It was not looking good. We reported it from there, and we told you can easily go back and go look at the video, and you can see we were there, and we'll tell you what the problem was, and we were right. We told you in training camp. Brock Bowers wasn't himself. We told you that the D-line was the best thing. We told you our cornerbacks were getting cooked. We told you our linebacking core was not stout. We told you our O-line was boo-boo. We told you Geno was throwing a lot of interceptions in practice. We told you guys all that shit. Unfortunately, we were right. I need to see it myself. All right? Baby Suge, what's going on, Suge? Raider fan here. I'm glad I found your channel. Yeah, man, we've been here. We've been here forever. Okay? But better late than never, my brother. Welcome aboard, man. Okay? Sub the channel. Become a member. Welcome to the Unfiltered Nation. We are the straw that stirs the drink. We are the troublemakers. We are the knuckleheads of the nation. We are the ones that don't care. We don't care about nothing no one's talking about. We're gonna do everything that we do over here. Okay? Which is what? We're gonna shake the tree. That's what we do. Okay? We're not here to be popular. We're here to be right. All right? Baby Shook says, talk some Raiders draft ideas. We did a couple of days ago. Go back, man. Since you're new here, go and, peruse around. We talked about the draft stuff 2 days ago. Okay? We covered that. All right? Baby Shook said Tyrie is trash. We've been know that. That's not the point. The point is not whether or not he's trash or not. The point is that he's on the team. It is what it is, bruh. It's like if you're playing pickup basketball, man, and you're getting ready, like we used to do. We would run R5. We'd have R5. We'd go to different parks. It'd be R5. Who got next? Oh, man, that's that. And then one of the guys didn't show up. His baby mama was tripping. He had to go to work. And then you have the little bummy dude that's just sitting over there, and it's your turn. And, hey, man, where's Richard at, man? Hey, man, I don't know where Richie's at, bro. Damn, man, it's our turn. Yo, dog, you want to run? Yeah, I'll run. That dude ain't part of our five, bruh. It didn't matter if he was trash or not. We needed another body out there. What are you talking about? It's us four. Yo, dog, just pass us the ball, man. Play some defense. That's all we're asking you to do. Pass the rock, get it to Shaq, and that's it. Play some defense. Try not to get toasted. Get back in, in transition. That type of shit. So it doesn't matter if Tyrie's trash. It just matters that he's there. That's all. We only need 2 people to be successful in this scheme. Who are the 3 people that I named earlier? I'm just trying to let you guys know you don't need to rely on Tyrie Wilson. But if Tyrie gets loose, he gets loose. But if he doesn't, we got Malcolm Kuntz. We got Crosby. That's all we need. We only need 2 guys out of 3. We don't need 3 dudes. We need 2. I know I can rely on Condor, and with healthy, I can rely on Kuntz. I don't got to worry about Tyrie. I ain't got to worry about him at all. Okay. What's up, Chunky Chunk? Chunk in the building. Said Tyrie won't get an extension. He doesn't have to get an extension. Tyrie Wilson's on a 5-year deal with options. He's a 5-year deal. We don't have to give him an extension. We can keep him all the way to the end of his contract. You ever heard of Josh Jacobs? Remember that meme? Black dude? It's a 3-year deal with 2 options after that. What happened with Josh Jacobs? When his options were up, he was able to leave, wasn't he? We don't got to worry about no extension. That's 2 years from now. Keep him there. We ain't got to do nothing with Tyrie Wilson. I don't know where you're getting that from. We're good. Okay? All right, man. All right, man. Straight up, man. Straight up. Yeah, Whittington Thomas, man. That last night, and unknown Raider guy or any of you guys, last night, man, when we got these guys coming in here and they're saying things they shouldn't say, inappropriate things, just go ahead and take care of that, bro. Don't let me get to it. Okay? Don't let me get to it. They saying something that you know is against the bylaws around here. Just dump them on their ear, bro. Okay? Take them out to the deep water. All right? Okay. All right, man. Whittington Thomas, Tyrie has always struggled in 3 or 4 point stance. He's going to slow in transition. Do you think he'll cook more in a 2-point? No. I don't. Now, Whittington Thomas, you know damn well, me and you, where we were sitting at training camp, Maxx Crosby and Tyrie Wilson and a coach was back there. Might have been Leonard. We're back there running drills. I have all that tape. I have never put that tape out. I have tape with me and Winston Thomas was literally 3 to 5 feet away from Crosby and them. I got hella tape of them running drills. Just them three. I'm going to probably do something with it. I just have it. I never posted it because I'm like, what's the use of posting it? Now I have a reason to post it and make videos. So I have exclusive footage that no one has. From last year with Tyrie Wilson and Maxx Crosby running drills. One-on-one drills that I have. So we'll see how that works out. This channel's about to be cracking. All right. Thomas Booker. I forgot about Booker. Now, Booker's still under contract because I didn't see him as a free agent. Did you forget about Thomas Booker? I did. I ain't gonna hold you. I forgot about T-Book. Thomas Booker, Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. I forgot about Thomas Booker. Thomas Booker the fourth. I forgot about him. Uh-oh. We'll add some pounds as well. Don't sleep on Hemingway. Tonka Hemingway was also spoke about a couple of days yesterday with Spy Tech. He mentioned Tonka. Tonka got loose. Oh man, I forgot about Thomas Booker. You know what's funny about that, Mr. BR? You know this ain't a Raider channel, so you know we get fans from all kinds of different teams come over. Remember when the Eagles fans came over here and they were talking about how we got howied because their defense, their GM, Howie, whatever his name is, Schwartzman, whatever his name is, how when they say that they steal players, they say we got howied. Remember? They said, oh, well, you guys got howied. No, we didn't. Okay. All right. Remember? Thomas Booker came over here and got lit. It was over here and was balling. Okay. And they got Jacorian Bennett, and they thought that they stole Jacorian Bennett was a steal. Jacorian Bennett, all he was hurt all year for the Eagles last year. And Thomas Booker was balling. Eagle fans ain't talking about that. We got howied no more. They're not mentioning that. They got spy teched. They got spied on. They're not talking about that now. I'm real happy now because now I forgot Thomas Booker was on that defense too. All right, man. Okay. Baby Suge said Maxx has no help. Tyrie has to get blue. Once in a while, he's not who we think he is. Hey, I've seen Tyrie Wilson more up close than you. It's not a matter of me having to believe in a player. It's not about me believing in a player. It's about me believing in a scheme. I've seen great players be on a team with a bunch of regular guys. When Michael Jordan was winning them championships, of course you're going to talk about Dennis Rodman. Of course you're going to talk about Scottie Pippen. Of course you're going to talk about Horace Grant. Of course you're going to talk about the GOAT. But let's not forget there was a Bill Whittington on that team. Let's not forget there was a Stacey King on that team. Let's not forget that we had role players that were on that team, but that were coming in. John Sally was on that team, post him being on the Pistons. And all these other dudes who came in and did their jobs, bro. Everybody didn't have to be Tony Kukoc. But those guys knew their roles. If Tyrie Wilson can come in and know his role and play his role, I ain't worried about him being dominant. But there had been a few plays last year, maybe about 2 or 3 of them, where Tyrie Wilson was looking, he was dominant. I forgot what game that was. We were covering it when Tyrie Wilson got a couple of sacks. And I was like, man, where has that guy been his entire career? There was a couple of plays. If we can get that to be, man, if we can get him to play like that 40% of the time, I'll take it. He's already on the team. He doesn't costing us a lot of money. He's on a rookie contract. I mean, why are y'all shitting all over Tyrie Wilson? We shouldn't have drafted him in the first place when there was a whole Jalen Carter there. We did the draft. I'll be here again this year. I wanted Jalen Carter, who got drafted right after him. But somebody was afraid to draft Jalen Carter because he didn't fit the Patriot way. I bet you can't guess. Can't make it up. Okay? Mr. BR, Maxx will be able to play further out. And then the offensive tackle will have to match his speed, and that's barbecue ribs. Barbecue ribs, barbecue chicken, beef brisket. I mean, it's every damn thing, bro. Whatever you want to slather some damn, baby rays on that shit. It's over. It's over, bro. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. How does a man with one leg being triple teamed get 10 sacks? How? Relentless motor. Relentless motor. That man was not healthy and he got double-digit sacks, bro. He's not going to be unhealthy this time. And he's not going to be his hand in the ground, 2-point stance, 1-point stance. I mean, a 3-point stance. He ain't going to be doing all that shit no more. Not all the time. Now I get to stand up and I get to step back. Oh, yeah. Just imagine Maxx Crosby on some called blitzes. You ain't never seen Maxx Crosby on a called blitz. He's blitz every time. He's blitz. He's coming for the quarterback every play. It's going to be good to see him not have to do that all the damn time. Fake a blitz. Get back in coverage. Now, a lot of you guys, y'all saw Maxx get that interception last season. But you've never seen Maxx get an interception and take it to the house. But I have. Whittington Thomas has. Major Raider has. My big brother Raider Violator has. Because when they had that scrimmage, that's exactly what Maxx did. It was on our second team. It was on a second team defense when Maxx went back there, and you had Cam Miller went back there, man. I mean, no, AOC. It was AOC. AOC was back there trying to get the ball, and Maxx just took it out of his hands, and Maxx went that way. For those of you guys that may have seen the clip, when Maxx in the scrimmage, inter-game scrimmage at the Death Star, that was free, that you didn't have to pay, that none of you guys went to. I seen that man get that ball and run all the way for a touchdown before. And that was in a 4-3 defense being double teamed. Maxx gonna be free to be back there now. He gonna do just like this. With that wingspan. You can't even see my hands. Way the hell out like this. It's man, he about to open that wingspan up. That means knock down balls, knock down passes, hitting the ball in the air. Man, it's about to be barbecue chicken. Marcus Gillum said, hopefully that knee holds up. Hopefully. Okay, Whittington Thomas, Maxx on the outside will open up the gaps for other defenders to attack through the interior gaps. It just said that. Maxx makes himself skinny. He has the ability to make himself skinny. How do you think when he bends, you know, when you're the edge rusher and you got to bend, when they try to get you and you bend around and you do that? When you do this, that's making yourself skinny, bruh. He gonna be doing that in the A gap, in the B gap. He gonna be, oh man, you guys, you ain't seeing it. I see it. It just needs to be executed. It just needs to be done. I see it. I see it. Okay. Tyrie Bonner sounds good. They have to show me if it works before I get excited. I understand that. Anybody that's skeptical, you have a right to be. Anybody that's skeptical, you have a right to be. You have a right to be. There is no reason for me to think that you don't have a reason to be skeptical. You have a reason to be skeptical. 3-14. 3-13. 3-13. In the past 3 years, you won 11 games. 11. You won 11 games in 3 seasons. Yeah, you have a right to be skeptical. Sam Darnold, in the past 2 years, has won 28 games. 28. 4-13 when he's with the Vikings. I mean, 14-3 when he was with the Vikings. 14-3 when he's with the Seahawks. He's won 28 games in 2 years. You won 11 games in 3 years. 3 seasons, you haven't even won a full season of games. You have a right to be skeptical, Raider fan. You do. I'm just telling you what I see. I don't see what I'm not going to see what I saw last year. That's good enough for me. That's a good start. Okay. All right. Egalitarian, Tyrie Wilson could be a good Tech 5 defensive end in a 3-3-5 or 4-3. Y'all better start doing y'all research. It says right here, man. I wanted to find out how this benefits Crosby. Right here, bro. Right here, bro. Increased positional versatility. That's number one. While primarily in a hand in the ground defender on a 4-3 and a 3-4 scheme, this allows Crosby to stand up as an outside linebacker, and it gives him a better vantage point to read the offense, increase his flexibility in rushing angles, and allows him to occasionally drop into zone coverage, adding a new dimension to his game. Maxx is loving this. You want to know why Maxx is not tripping about being with the team now? They're letting Maxx do some shit they wouldn't let him do before. You remember when Deion Sanders was with the Cowboys and they let him run some offensive plays? Remember when he got up there and they let him play offense and he started, and even in the Super Bowl he got a 47-yard pass from Troy Aikman. If you understand, Deion Sanders was not allowed to do that anywhere else. He wasn't allowed to do that when he's with the Falcons, very seldomly. He was not allowed to do that when he was with the Niners at all. He didn't get to run no offense. When he went to Dallas and he was allowed to run some offensive plays, Deion scored a couple of touchdowns that season. I think he had about 3. I think he had like 2 touchdown passes, and he ran like a reverse for a touchdown. And then he caught that pass in the Super Bowl. Prime was loving that shit. I get a chance to get on offense and get the football? What do you think Crosby's thinking? I get to do all of this? He goes somewhere else. They ain't gonna let him do that. All these other teams, they're not gonna let him do this stuff he's getting ready to do. Rob Leonard is the homie. Rob Leonard's his boy. They gonna be like, man, Maxx, we about to, man, don't worry, dog. You getting your money, and we're gonna get ready. Look at what we're getting ready to put you at. Get him right there with that whiteboard. Hey, bro, sit down. Start that damn whiteboard with them erase markers. X with a circle on it. Those of us that actually played football. That's you. You go, what? That's you. What do you mean? Yeah. You're going to be here. Like Khalil. What? Yeah. Freedom, dog. Freedom means a lot when you're used to being handcuffed. When you're used to being handcuffed and you're free, I'm telling you, bro. Take it from somebody who knows, bro. Man, my first year of college was a mistake for them to let me. Once I found out that I didn't have to go to class all the time, I could just go whenever, and I could do what I want. Oh man, I'm not going to that study hall. I'm not doing that. Hey, girl, go to class. Take copious notes. Take copious notes. Come back over to the crib. We're gonna study for a little bit. For a little bit. I'm not going to class today. I was at the club with the homies. I'm tired. I'm not going in today. I don't have to. Maxx is like, oh, yeah, I like this. Oh, yeah, Maxx ain't going nowhere. Maxx staying here. He happy as hell. I would be. Champion Chuck, what's going on, man? Christian Wilkins would have been a great fix for this new formation. He would have been. But tell me what team Christian Wilkins plays for. I'll wait. That would be nobody because of the shenanigans that he was doing in the locker room. Hey, man, playing grab ass in a locker room. Pause. People don't like that. What happened to him suing the Raiders? What happened with all of that? What happened with him trying to sue to get his money? I haven't heard nothing about him getting his money. Have you? I haven't. Bushido. Hey, Shaq, I read somewhere that Sean Payton's going to let Davis Webb call the plays. I read that too. But Sean Payton is a narcissist. So what's going to happen when Davis Webb has an issue? Sean Payton will be calling those plays again. But guess who's going to be calling our plays? It's not going to be Andrew Janaka. It's going to be Klint Kubiak. Klint Kubiak's going to be calling our plays. A la Kyle Shanahan. A la Sean McVay. A la Jim Harbaugh. So yeah, Davis Webb might be calling the plays for right now. But Davis Webb he's going to struggle. And he's going to definitely struggle when he plays us. So what's going to happen? Once Sean Payton loses to us, that first game, by the time we play them again, Sean Payton will be calling the plays. I don't see that lasting a whole season. And the reason why Sean Payton's trying to let Davis Webb call the plays is because Sean Payton didn't take the points on that 4th and 1. Remember? Remember that, Broncos country? Remember when your coach refused to kick the field goal and it came back to bite him in the ass? Maybe that's why. Need a strong nose tackle championship. Patrice, Egalitarian, Shelby Harris, or Mozzie Smith would be great. It's a whole bunch of people. Okay. All right, man. Charles Vessel, what's going on? Shack Attack, what it do? What you pumping on? I'm pumping on this Red Meat Lovers right here, man, courtesy of Bill Holloway. Nice, cool stick. I'm feeling good. You guys got the lights on. When the lights is on, that means I'm cooking. Because guess what? You know I don't like being out here at night because it's cold. But I ain't cold right now because I got on this bomb-ass Charles Woodson. Go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. And if you're a fan of another team, go there because there's stuff there for you too. Go there and see what's up. Get ready for the new merch. I already have it. You ain't never lied. It's not in my DNA. All right, man. Egalitarian said Quay Walker, Logan Wilson with great additions. There's a lot of guys that fit this scheme. What I need to do, and what I would suggest you do, is to start looking at free agent defensive players that are versed in the 3-4 defense. There's guys that play on that team like a Tyrie Wilson, who's a free agent, that was balling over there in Levi Stadium, who would be great to play with us over here. We get a Tyrie Wilson. Like I said, man, people are going to want to come now, bro. The rest it's tenderism over here now. Back when Unc was there. Falling off the bone, bro. Falling off the bone. Telling you. Man, I'm enjoying this. All right. Whittington Thomas, I believe Tyrie would do better. He played in a 3-3-5 at Texas Tech. Maybe it was scheme. Maybe he didn't play well in the 4-3. I mean, we ain't getting rid of him. Ain't nobody gonna trade for him. We're paying him a shit ton of money. He was a sixth pick in the draft? 6th. High draft pick, low return. Maybe we get back in. Maybe this will be a reclamation project for the homie. I want him to do good. I do. Why wouldn't I? I need for all my guys the ball, bro. I need for all of them the ball. I do. I need all my guys to play well, man. Ain't gonna be no hating if you out there playing hard. The problem that I had with Tyrie Wilson, man, most of the time was his lack of effort. Like, how many times did you see Tyrie Wilson just whiff on a play and just stand there, man? He ain't trying to run nobody down. I seen a lot of that. I seen a lot of guys like Okay, man, it's the National Football League. You're playing against the best football players on the planet. How many times, everybody's going to get cooked, but I'm not seeing any pursuit. I'm not seeing it. Once they pass you up, be like, all right, he's gone already. I'm just going to sit and rest. No, I didn't like that. And if he does that, he's not going to be out there. But why get rid of him, man, when he's not costing a lot? He's on the team, use him. Simple as that, bro. Okay? There's tools in the toolbox you don't use often. Okay? But if it calls for you to pull out that damn flathead, you're going to bring that flathead out. You know damn well you're not going to use a flathead all the time. You're probably going to use, a Phillips more than you're going to use a flathead. But hey, at the end of the day, man, I wish I had a nice flathead. Oh, man, we got one in here. Dig at the bottom and pull that shit out. You can just bring him in for certain packages. Like, what are you guys talking about, bro? You bring him in for certain packages. He don't got to be out there as a starter. Bring him in for certain packages. If he's being outplayed, he's not going to be out there. That's what it is. But we don't get to say that we don't need him, dog. We need everybody. We have 24 free agents on our team. What are you talking about? We don't got people on our team signed. Patrice in the building. Okay. All right, man. Okay, just as I saw the 3-4 scheme, we might see drop back in coverage more, guessing that get more INTs. Well, it all depends. I saw us drop a lot of interceptions too. When you look at our turnover ratio, it's low. Who's last in the league in sacks? Who's last in the league in takeaways? Hey man, it's nowhere to go but up, man. When you're on the bottom, when your defense is ranked last or next to last, man, all you can do is go up. Bill Holloway, the kid we got from the Eagles last year. Thomas Booker IV. That's what it is, BZ. Okay, this will bode well for Maxx. Prior injuries. I have nothing but belief that Maxx is gonna come back. I'm willing to say that, man. He has the possibility. Excuse me. He has the possibility to have the best season he's ever had. He has the possibility to do that. That this might get him a depoy. It's possible, very possible, especially if he's doing hybrid stuff. If he's doing hybrid stuff and he's playing at a high level, man, he has a very good shot at it. I believe in who I believe in. The tape will always tell you who's playing and who ain't. I've always told you guys that when we were doing all these games, bro, this year and every year we do the games and we do our coverage. I always say, man, who's jumping out on the screen? You never have to guess who's playing well. It's the person that's jumping off your TV screen. That's the person that you're seeing that's jumping off the screen is the guy that's balling. Tape don't lie, bro. Favoritism doesn't tell the truth. Who you like, who you don't like, who you want to see fail, who you want to succeed. The tape is gonna always tell you who's doing what. Sit. Tape. Sit. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Randy in the building. Man, love the shirt. MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. This is a sweatshirt. You can get it in a t-shirt too. Okay? This is approved by Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskeys. When I wore this to the game, you go look on my post on Instagram at Shackster21, you will see Woodson Whiskeys with a bunch of fire emojis on it. Charles Woodson's seen this and approves it. That ain't cap. That's facts. I was hanging out with the DJ over there who works for Woodson. He wants this. I still need to get him one. This is C. Woody approved. Okay? I'm just telling you. When we do stuff over here, bro, it's real. Okay? It's real. Go get you one. Justice Sauce, as long as Kubiak has some good control pulling his weight, I'm good with that. Well, I don't see why he wouldn't. Everywhere he's been, he's made a difference. Okay? But he really came into his own last year. Got to remember, man, first year quarterback. This is why I want to start Mendoza, because you had Sam Darnold, a career backup quarterback, come to that team in year one and win a Super Bowl in year one, who was also the offensive coordinator in year one, Kubiak. 1 year. Went from one of the worst offensive lines in the National Football League to one of the best offensive lines in football to JSN becoming the offensive player of the year and a Super Bowl win. Dominant. Everything could change like that. It don't take long, bruh. Okay? It don't take long. You can win a Super Bowl after going 4-3. I'm 4-13. The New England Patriots was 4-13 last year. Vrabel goes over there, they go to the bowl. Let's not act like it can't happen, because it's happened many times. Cowboys of the 90s. I think they went 3-13 and won the Super Bowl the next year. Or 4-13, not 3-13, 4-12 and then they won the Super Bowl. Let's not act like it can't happen, because it can. Only takes 1 year to be a Super Bowl champion, homie. It don't take multiple years to do that shit. Nobody had the Seattle Seahawks winning the Super Bowl on their bingo card. You didn't, I didn't, and no one else didn't. But they did, though. I remember Super Bowl 15. Whittington Thomas's uncle, Arthur Whittington. The first Super Bowl champions ever win a wild card. Now we've had like 3 teams do it, or 2 other teams do it. But the first team to ever win a Super Bowl on a wild card was us. We barely made the playoffs, got in the playoffs, and went to every game and cooked. Wild card game, cooked. Divisional game, cooked. AFC Championship game, cooked. Super Bowl, cooked. Trophy. I'm just saying. Loki, our linebackers last year were big enough, but they missed some tackle. They missed a lot. And they were run by design pass defenders, and the quarterbacks were getting out quick. Yeah. You know who's going to be a major problem? Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the biggest problem in our division. It ain't Patrick. Patrick is not going to be running, ain't going to be doing all that stuff he used to do anymore, bro. He's got 3 different tears, ACL tears. There's an NCL, PCL, and an ACL tear. That's every ligament in your knee. Every one. You got 3 of them. All 3 of them were ripped. All 3 of them needed to be repaired. Mahomes was going to have to stay his ass in the pocket and all that all that little shit he was doing, bro, trying to get that little extra yard. You know how Mahomes runs and he acts like he's going out and he tries to cut up, trying to run and cut up for an extra 5. That's what got him hurt. He got caught. They caught his ass. He finally got caught doing that shit. He ain't gonna be doing that shit no more. He gonna be getting jacked. Now you're gonna have Maxx out there, already out there. He ain't gonna be chasing you from behind, homie. You better slide. All that extra stuff ain't gonna work. Okay. Randy said, what do you think about trading for Brian Thomas Jr.? We got hella cap space, but we got to understand, man, we got to be careful with it. I don't want my problem with a big free agent acquisition or trade, as long as that the numbers are right. We got to keep the money, bro. We have to use the money. We can't just be, because people, let's get Trey Hendrickson. We're just going to spend a big ass lump of money just to put somebody there, bro. Like, why? The scheme, we don't even need him now. We don't need Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson is a run stopper. How's he going to work in his scheme? He's a 4-3 dude. We need to start looking at 4-3 guys. Start looking at the NFC. Start looking at other teams. Start looking at people who run schemes. Start looking at the Vikings. Start looking at Seahawks. Start looking at other teams that run 4-3 or have a 3-4. Start looking at other teams that run a 3-4 base defense. Then you can start looking at people who we could possibly get. Because if they're not apt to run a 3-4, then what are we getting them for? I'm not trying to pay Trey Hendrickson. Last year he got paid $33 million. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not. But if they do it, they do it. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather give Maxx his money, be able to make it cap friendly, and get some pieces. I really want Tyrie Wilson now. I really want him, bro. I really want him now. I need him. I really need some linebackers that are mobile, that can move. We need some fast linebackers, bro. Fast ones. And sure tacklers. Fast with sure tacklers. What I like about Devin White, he's a sure tackler, but he's awful in pass coverage. He's horrible. But he'll tackle cat. Egalitarian says Matt Crosby will ellipse TJ Watt with a 3-4-3-5 defense. I wouldn't doubt it. That's not act like TJ Watt is not coming off a major injury too, but they run a 4-3. Okay. Eichenberg, Tommy Eichenberg. Okay. Gets to do his thing. Sidelines to sideline. I love Eichenberg. Like a lot of these guys that we had that we're mad at because when they're not living up to it, in college they play these schemes. We don't know what somebody's going to do. Now we have to judge everybody based on a 3-4. All right. The likes are liking. I'm enjoying. I'm looking at the likes. The likes are liking. Let's keep it pimping. Okay. Now we get to see guys run. We're gonna have to reevaluate guys. We can't get to evaluate Tyrie Wilson until he's in that 3-4. Now we have to see what these guys run in this new scheme. This might be what they do. Might be what they do. You ever seen I always go back to basketball, man. You ever see players who you didn't really think they were all of that, and then they go to a team and they're there as a gadget guy, or they're just there to hit threes, or they're just there to play defense. They're there to just do what they do best. They're not there to be a scorer. They're just there to get rebounds. They're just there for fouls. They're just there to do what they do. They're not there to do anything else, bro. We're not there to throw the ball in the post and you dunk on somebody. Your job is just to be a rim protector. Those kind of guys, they get to the right team and then they just make a difference. I think we got some guys on our team that are going to do that. Justice Saw said Maxx gives it all out there. A torn knee. We already know that. We know what Maxx does. Okay? All right. Tyrie Wilson will be a surprise to a lot of people at a 5-tech defensive end. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, hey, Patrice, tell moms we love her. You know that. Bill Holloway says we need to shut down CB now. Woolen. The only problem that I have with Woolen is he's a hothead. He's like a Richard Sherman, like type of cat. Just bark. Remember that penalty he got? That penalty he got in the fourth quarter that he almost blew it because he got that damn unsportsmanlike. That type of stuff. That type of stuff. He was barking. Remember when he was over there and he was on their sidelines and he was barking. That's the only. I'm like, man, come on, bruh. And the defense was able to tighten it up. Remember, they were able to tighten it up and hold him to a field goal. And he was on the sidelines. And when they won, he looked relieved. That's the thing I'm worried about with him. He's just kind of a hothead. There ain't no kind of. He's a hothead. And playing on the Raiders, he's gonna get a lot of call. He's gonna get called for that playing for us, bro. When you put on that silver and black, man, you don't get to act like you're with the Seattle Seahawks no more, big dog. You better get over here, man, and understand, man, that you're a Raider now, dog. They're gonna call everything. All right. But you're all right, Bill. We need a shutdown corner. Mac Juice said, for some reason, I still believe in Tyrie. You might have a reason to believe in him this year. Memo, what's up, Memo? What's going on, nephew? What's happening? Let's effing go. Let's go, bro. I'm with it. Egalitarian John Spytek, must we sign Eric Stokes? Yeah, we have to re-sign Stokes now. This will take pressure off of Stokes, unless you got a guy that's a gunslinger. I keep telling you guys, the biggest problem we got is Bo Nix. Bo Nix he's a problem, dude. Bo Nix is a problem. M's all after. He's a problem, dog. He runs. He's the best slider in football, and he puts a lot of pressure with his legs, and he'll just take off. There's going to be a lot of space for him to run. If them linebackers ain't coming up and they ain't tackling his ass, that's a problem. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Okay, straight up. Spytech must be signed Jamel Dean. Okay. That Alex Cross series. Oh, you guys are talking about that. Let White go. Can't cover. They won't put him at ILB. The only problem is we're going to miss his tackles. Who was tackling people out there, Bill? When your linebacker is leading your team in tackles, that's bad. But somebody got to tackle somebody. Who was your leading tackler for the past 3 seasons? Who was your leading tackler on the Raiders before Devin White? The guy that just played in the Super Bowl. Spillane. Spillane was your leading tackler. Over 150 tackles for the past 3 years. That means nobody on your D-line was tackling nobody. They're getting to the second level and he's tackling people. We need the tackles. We need somebody who's gonna tackle somebody. If he's not gonna be dependent, if we're running 4 backers, we ain't gonna need him to cover everybody out there, unless somebody wants to actually. And I can see an Andy Reid or somebody like that, putting a tight end there or putting a slot receiver there, and that's sitting down in coverage. That's the biggest problem. But this kind of messes that up. That whole run out, turn around, do this, turn upfield. But when you got 4 backers there, you ain't gonna be able to just sit down in coverage no more, dog. You ain't all day. You ain't gonna be able to just sit there no more. You're gonna get your head knocked off. Now you're looking around. Keep your head on a swivel. Now you're getting hit. Now you got people that are right up on you. It'll be a little bit different. Okay. All right, man. Reese, what's going on, Reese? Okay. Tyrie Wilson must go. Well, he can't go. He can't go. Where's he going to go? Tyrie Wilson ain't going nowhere, dog. Unfortunately. He ain't going nowhere. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Patrice says, I got a feeling Kubiak and Spire are going to spend some money. I mean, we got it. Well, I mean, we're not going to do an Ask Tom Telesco where we had $100 million just sitting there for all season. He didn't spend a cent of it. Then after he got fired, if I would have known I only had 1 year, I would have did it differently. Man, get your ass up out of here, bro. Devin White, definite liability in coverage. Always has been. Even when he was in his prime, even when he was with Tampa Bay, he was a liability. But guess what? You wanted him on your team. I'm being honest with you, you did. Okay. All right, man. Okay, did someone say Bilal extra pickles nickels? Hey, man, I love Bilal extra pickles nickels, bro. I forgot who he plays for now. man. Bilal extra pickles nickels I liked him. I did. He was one of my favorites out there. Okay. All right, man. Adam Butler, JJ Puigs. Yes. All right, man. Straight up. All right, man. Unknown Raider guy, man. I was just talking about you a little earlier, big dog. Glad you're here. Hey, Unknown Raider guy, if you see anybody in here saying anything reckless, man, just get them out of here, bro. Don't let me get to them. I don't even want to see these cats, man. I don't even want to see these dudes. You see them, get their asses up out of here, bro. Get them out of here. Okay? Every time. Alfredo Mendoza. What's going on, Alfredo? Hey, Alfreezy, man. That defense, man. I'm liking what I'm hearing on the defensive side of the ball, man. Okay. All right, man. Salute. All right, man. Hit stick. Low key, D-Port. D-Stokes. Now, D-Port. Let's not forget that Deeport was a rookie last year. Deeport was a trial by fire, bro. He was getting cooked, especially in that Giants game. They were picking on Deeporter, bro. Darian Porter was getting cooked, man, but he's a rookie. And what I liked about Darian Porter, man, is that he didn't back down. He actually looked like Porter was actually out there, man, when he was getting cooked. He was actually looking like he was really upset about it. And for me, somebody who played angry when I played football, I would rather have a passionate player getting cooked than a player out there with all this talent and he's lackadaisical about it. And Porter looked like he was really like, man, what am I doing, man? What the hell? He was actually looking like he was like, man, I got to get my shit together. I wouldn't be surprised if he's at the training facility right now. I would not be surprised. Okay. All right, man. Said outside starters. Malik Muhammad from Texas. There, man. Start looking at these guys. All right. Young dudes. Good to see you. Hit stick. Ain't seen you in a minute. Okay. All right, man. Fredo said he got here. He's late. It's all good, man. Hit the rewind button. Hit the rewind button later. Jay Murray and Mike McDonald was a DC at Michigan when they had Aiden Hutchinson. Kubiak is going to use Maxx the same way in a 3-4. Like I said, bro. Like everybody, man. All the haters. We all know who they are, man. The Mike Florios and all these other dudes who are absolutely looking crazy. The Jay Glazers and all these dudes. The Jay Glizzies. Okay. These guys are all looking. They're all looking like absolute clowns now. Man. Oh, Rob Leonard only got the job because of Maxx, to try to save Maxx. No, Rob Leonard runs a 3-4 scheme. Rob Leonard is from the Mike McDonald coaching tree. He deserved the job. It just so happens that he has a great relationship with Maxx. That doesn't hurt, does it? You ain't heard nobody talk. Ever since your general manager yesterday got on here and absolutely poured cold ice water on the entire National Football League about Crosby, you haven't heard nobody talking, have you? All of a sudden, all the barking has stopped because the real big dog showed up. Okay? All right. Love it. Love it. Salute to the nation always. Okay? All right, man. You already know what it is. The reports are saying that we're in the mix of trade for Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver. We need a number one. Even though Jack Besh came on at the end of the year. Winnington Thomas, that's your boy. You took pictures with Jack Besh. I didn't get a chance to talk to Besh. Not going to hurt to have some other cats. I just hope Dante Thornton is on the jugs machine with that shit on Roger Clemens mode. That's what I need. I need that shit put on the highest level, just throwing it at him so he can catch the football. Okay? He literally cost us 2 losses last year. With that one play, he actually cost us 2 big plays when he had the touchdown pass and he was by himself and he dropped it. And then the other one where Brock Bowers got loose for that long ass touchdown and he held the guy. I mean, just held him the whole time. I mean, there's holding on every play, but you got to hold and stop holding. You got to know how to disguise your holds. This dude just, and there was no reason. Brock didn't need him for that. Brock was gone. Okay. All right, man. Egalitarian says he's been to Thailand before. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, bruh. Okay, I've heard some things about Thailand. I heard some good things and I heard some bad things. I don't know. I ain't never been there. Ain't thinking about it. Okay. Yeah, Florios and Sims calling Maxx an aging defense attacker. Now I can't make it up. Like I said before, man, there's an old saying, Alfredo, man. You know over here, man, I'm always going to give you stuff you can use in real life. One of my favorite sayings, when the truth doesn't work, then they start telling lies. Before they actually had some truth. Maxx was having a problem, and it was Maxx, doesn't look like he wanted to play for us no more. Now that has been alleviated, now all of a sudden he's aging and he can't play anymore. I mean, come on, bro. Desperation, bro. As much as we laughed at Big Shirley always leaves with somebody at the end of the night. Somebody's talking about beer goggles. I'm drunk. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. It's still on your resume, homie. Big Shirley's still on your resume. Or then again, you're on her resume. I was drunk, Shaq. Drunk don't mean shit. You knew what you was doing. All right, man. Big Kinlaw. Yeah, Reggie Kinlaw, man. I love Reggie Kinlaw, bro. Stephon Marks was going on. Last time the Raiders were in the playoff team with Rodney Hudson and Gabe Jackson, man. First trade overall, man, for some Pro Bowler linemen. Like I said before, man, that line got to be shored up. Robert Perry. What's going on, nephew? Was happening? Kerry was going on. Kerry from Pete from Pennsylvania. Never missed a show. Yeah. Y'all been getting a lot of Raider content because it's been Raider heavy. But understand this ain't a Raider channel. You will be getting other content. But right now, this is what we're talking about because it's hitting. It's live right now. It's live. It's live and direct. We got to talk about it. It has to be discussed. Okay, straight up. Bill Holloway said, not the peanut head. Come on, Bill. You know what it is. All right, man. Stephon Marks. Yeah, what's going on, big dog? Kubiak won a Super Bowl with journeyman quarterback. Yeah, man. All right, man. Robert Perry, man, with the $4.99 dono, man. Salute, dog. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for taking care of your bartender, man. The likes are definitely liking, man. The likes are more than who's on here. That's how it needs to be all the time, you guys. All right. I got the light system out here, man. I got on the warm Charles Woodson sweatshirt. Go pick up the Chuck Woodson, right here. Unfiltered Nation. You know what I'm saying right now? Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Pick this up. Okay? Cheat yourself. Don't treat yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Okay. Okay, straight up. Some of y'all ain't gonna get read. Y'all just on here for nothing. All right, man. Mr. Hop, man. Mr. I Hop in the house. What's going on, big dog? All right, man. Mr. BR, 3-4 defense. Secondary must want and love. And don't mind sticking their shoulders in the mud and making tackles. Yeah, man, they got to hit. Short tackling, bro. You got to tackle cat. That's one thing that I did see about the Seahawks. They were swarming to the football, man, and they were tackling cats. Cats was getting tackled. There wasn't a whole lot of whiffing. There wasn't a whole lot of alligator arming out there. All right. Alfredo. Okay, what's going on? Chilling, big dog. Good to see you, man. Feel like blazing one for the nation, man. You out of them sticks right now, man. It's all good, man. You got to always keep some in reserve. Okay, I keep trying to tell Bill, hey, Bill, man, shoot, man, the way that I'm going right now, Bill, I'm going to need that care package soon, bro. I need that care package soon, bro. I mean, long as the Raiders is worthy of blazing one for the nation, they getting one. This 2 days in a row. It was like a whole week I didn't smoke now. I'm smoking one tonight and yesterday. Okay. Bill Holloway in the building. What's going on, pimp? My big dog, man. 6th grade in the house. Let's see him at nose guard. Center and guards won't be fast enough. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay. All right, Charles Pinoza, man. I love your positivity about Maxx. Hey, man, like I said before, man, I talked to Maxx. I was fortunate to talk to Maxx. He saw the Maxx shirt. Said, hey, man, thank you, brother. Fist bump. Okay, I got the pictures, everything. Y'all know what it is. Whittington Thomas was there. Man, like I said, man, I'm always going to side with real Raiders. Now, in the Maxx case, a lot of y'all happy about that. But with other real Raiders, I'm with them too. Y'all didn't like that too much. I'm like I said, man, I don't play favorites, bro. You're a real Raider, I'm gonna be with you. Okay? I don't care if you like them or not. You like what you like, I like what I like. Okay? It is what it is. But yeah, Maxx is gonna get my respect because he's earned it. Okay? He's earned it. All right. Block Paul, that bounce was going on, man. Yeah, I like some Lamar Odom before the dope. Lamar Odom was my neighbor. You go to my Instagram, you'll see me and LO. LO lived in my building. Okay, for a few years. Okay, and I used to see LO all the time. So there's a video of me and him. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see me talking to LO. This was right after he had that first caper when he was over there in Vegas. Because he was living in my building, me and my wife, he was living in my building at that time, and I ran into him, and I put him on my Instagram and asked him how he was doing, and he told everybody. So, like, LO's a homie. So, when he won the 6th man of the year, people forgot that LO won 6th man of the year. Was it the 5th ring Kobe got of the back-to-back with him and Pau Gasol? Uh, he was exactly what I was talking about. How you had a guy who was playing a stretch four, and you couldn't stay in the lane, bruh. He was killing you out there. You gonna have to come out. You come out, penetration in the lane, baskets, fouls, getting the big guys in foul trouble. That's what happens. Maxx Crosby's going to be free to roam around. You can't scheme for him now. You could scheme for him when he's on the line, but what if he decides to drop back? What are you going to do? You have to commit to Crosby. You have to commit to him. You have to say, we aren't going to, like I said last night, A, B, C. If you're an offensive coordinator, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm playing against the Raiders. I don't care what their record is. It's A, B, C. Anybody but Crosby. Anybody but him, bro. I don't care if we're getting cooked. As long as it's not 98. I will take that. It's just like if you have somebody out there, man, like Draymond Green's a perfect example. Draymond Green, we know he likes to shoot them threes, and most of the time, it's bricks. But if he's hitting them, you're better off letting him hit. Like, hey, man, I can live with him hitting that, because you're staying defensively attached. You're keeping your spacing, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. He just hitting it right now. All right, that's the problem. But when LO was on his game and he was hitting them, you couldn't let him sit out there all night. Get your ass out there. Well, what we're going to do? Well, we're going to have weak side defense in basketball. Somebody's going to have to come over and help. Throw the ball over the top. You got a damn Curry. Bow. You had a damn Klay Thompson. Bow. You had a damn Kevin Durant. Bow. You were just barbecue chicken. There's nothing you can do. See what I'm saying? But that same reason why that 73-9 Warriors team wouldn't beat my 72-10 Chicago Bulls is the Dennis Rodman factor. There ain't nothing you can do. Draymond, you're not getting nothing done. You're going to take him out. You're not doing shit with Rodman. Rodman's going to be on Draymond. Draymond's not doing nothing. There's nothing you're going to be able to do. None of that shit's working. Okay? That's why that 73-9 Warriors team would not beat the Bulls. That damn Chicago Bulls, 98 Bulls, I don't care about what the Warriors did. They're not going to beat them because of Rodman. Rodman's going to be the X factor. Nothing you can do, because the ball goes through Draymond Green. Draymond sets everything up. Who's going to be right there? Rodman. Rodman going to be in the shit. Plus, he's a hothead. Rodman's going to be doing all the dirty tricks. He's going to wind up getting kicked out. Name's barbecue chicken. Nothing you can do. You ain't stopping Jordan. That's not happening. Pippen, put him on Klay. Curry going to get his. Jordan's going to get his. They're going to wash each other out. 6 games. I'm telling you. Okay? Block Powell. A real point forward. Scotty, bro. Nothing you can do. Okay? Ambidextrous, can go left, can go right. Handle, size, wingspan, defense. Problem. Okay? All right, man, straight up. All right, man. Good conversation, y'all. Juice Mac, you got the best breakdown about our team than these other Raider content creators. We'll salute to all the Raider content channels. But like I said before, I kind of have an advantage because I'm a 3-ringer. I've been a Raider fan since 74. I'm from the Bay. I grew up in that stadium in Oakland. My coach is John Madden. My coach is Tom Flores. My quarterback is Kent Stabler. So they didn't see none of that. They weren't even born. So I got an advantage. I've seen every quarterback from Stabler. I can't say Mendoza yet, but I will soon be able to. So you're getting 52 years of Raider football in my face there, not way over there in the stadium, Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Ain't that right, Bill? That's why we can cook over here. We can cook. We can definitely cook. All right. But salute to everybody else that's doing their thing. All right. All right. Straight up. Bushido, tell them, Shaq, some people don't know there are basketball moves that translate well to football. They don't know that. But it's true. I mean, there's correlations. I played both sports. Okay. My boy Bill Holloway's been trying to teach me hockey. And I've been watching it, Bill, and I can see a lot of correlations in hockey, side of the sets. Yeah, I can see a lot of that being translated. I can see the nuances. But basketball and football is a lot more common than you think. The basketball that I grew up on in the 80s and 70s and 80s, all this finesse basketball you get now, they didn't have flagrant fouls. They didn't have a flagrant 1, flagrant 2. They did all that to help Jordan. They did all that to help Michael Jordan in the early 90s, bro. That damn bad boy defense and the Jordan rules, Jordan wasn't going to win nothing until they changed the rules. Once they changed the rules, the first year, 1991, when they instituted the flagrant foul, guess who won their first championship? I bet you can't guess. Michael Jeffrey Jordan did. Because now, you ain't going to be able to hit him and all that shit you was doing before. Jordan going to the basket, I remember Bill Laimbeer grabbing Jordan in the air, just bow, throwing him on the ground and all that kind of stuff. Ain't doing that no more. Now you can't just hit the shit out of Mike. Now Mike is in the gym. He's the most athletic. He was the most fundamentally sound and the most athletic player of all time. And there's nothing you can do, bruh. Now you can't hit him. Now you can't do none of that shit. You do that twice, you're out the game. 6-0. 6-0 in the finals. Never seen a game 7 in his life. So what am I saying? Scheme changes everything. A no Raider guy. Okay. Winter Thomas says that other channels don't know football like my boy Shaq and his members. That's true. You got to come over here. You got to really know football over here, bro. We cook and we just don't cook. We cover the whole league. We talk about every team. We did games. We cover all the entire NFL, bro. But you're getting Raider content because I'm a 52 Raider fan. But we know what we're doing over here. Okay. All right. Without question. All right, man. The likes are liking, man. Let's keep it going, dog. Y'all doing excellent. Okay. Tackling discipline needs to improve. But that's with every team. If you notice, teams that tackle well go far in the playoffs. The reason why the Patriots got to the Super Bowl was because if you look at their tackling, they were sure tacklers. They tackled the shit out of people. They didn't do it at the beginning because luckily we played them first game of the season and they weren't ready. It wasn't that we were that much better. Let's not act like Gino threw 3 touchdowns, but also threw 3 picks. Let's not act like, his touchdown to interception ratio was 3-3. We won, but later on in the season, they would have cooked us. So Mike Vrabel was making sure these dudes, Mike Vrabel's on, he's on a ring of honor over there. He was a linebacker tackling the shit out of people. So if we could tackle, a lot of that damn plays came from missed tackles, bro. There's so many times we seen somebody, we had them for a loss in the backfield, and then they just slipped away and it's, I seen that on third down so many times, bro. We get in the backfield, man. We get a hand on somebody, man. They break away. The next thing you know, they done run 20 yards, bro. Like, come on, man. So you just tackle the shit out of somebody, man. Get them off the field. Then you guys are blaming the offense. Oh, the offense isn't doing enough. Dude, you got a fresh defense out there. The defense is like, man, shit, we're rested. We're well rested. Every possession we get, their defense is well rested. Long possessions, going down the field. 11-minute drive, 12-minute drive, 9-minute drive, 8.5-minute drive. Come on, bruh. Their defense is well rested. By the time they get out there, man, they gotta stop us. We get 1 first down is AJ Cole time, Daniel Carlson time, if we're lucky, if we're getting past the 50. Defense is gonna help the offense, bruh. We need to keep the offense we need to keep that offense out there. Let the defense get out there and shut them cats down, bro. Offense is like, oh, man, shit, we don't even have to really execute as well as we usually have to. You seen them games? 9-0 win, 12-3 win, field goal wins. How you think? Defensive, what they call pitchers duels in baseball. Like the casual fan can't stand a defensive football game. You can't. You casuals, y'all can't stand a defensive football game. If there ain't no scoring, man, y'all can't watch that shit. Y'all can't do it. Oh, it's a boo-boo game. They're not even scoring. I can watch a defensive game because I'm looking at the nuances. I'm looking at, it's just like being an expert or being like we're aficionados over here. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, man, the defense. I can appreciate a good defensive game because I'm really looking at what makes a good defense. Why is the score? Why is the score 9-6? Because both of these defenses ain't giving it up. They ain't giving it up. You know how you felt when you went away. You went away for the weekend, man, and you found out your girl was in the club jumping in and out of cars. Yo, dog, she was getting in Big Percy's car, man. You know, Big Percy knocks him down. What's she doing with Big Percy at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh, he was just giving me a ride home. Sure he was. You know how you felt. Come on, bruh. Try to tell you, man, she ain't the one. Try to warn you. Uncle Shaq's always here for you. All right, hit stick. We're gonna need fella at the DT. Yeah, we're gonna need him. Yeah, we're gonna need him. Justice, I'll be the first one at the parade. Justice, you got to make it to the stadium before you do that. Okay, you got to get to that stadium, dog. Y'all got to get to the stadium this year. Ain't no excuses for you guys no more. I done heard it all. Oh man, I ain't trying to spend that money. We're not even winning. All right. Okay. Shit. You better look at when the schedule comes out. You better try to figure out when you're going to get sick. You better try to figure out when you're going to be sick that week. You know you're supposed to be there on Sunday to work that grave. You better try to figure. You better figure out which weeks you're getting sick. Oh, that's the week I'm going. You better not do no social media either. We go every year. I don't care if they win or not. I'm a Raider fan. Training camp is a must. It's happening. It happened last year. If you didn't have to work the year before Whittington Thomas, if you didn't have that big meeting and speech that you had to do, we would have went to the training camp that was down in Orange County. But we going again. And if you guys can't go to training camp, you have no excuse to not go to the scrimmage. The scrimmage is at the Death Star and it's free. Parking's free. Admission's free. You could bring your family. Y'all wasn't there. I don't want to hear it. You had no excuse. Free 99, homie. We will be recording again. You already know what we're going to be doing. Charles Spinoza, we have to have parades for Vegas, LA, Oakland, Oaktown. Hey, man. I was too young to go to the one in Oakland, man. Damn, I wish Bill went, though. I missed the two in Oakland. In LA, I wasn't coming to LA. I was young when that was happening. But I'm not young no more. I'm an OG. I'm definitely going to be there. Because what? Fourth one for me. Right here. Pinky ring. Gangsta. You know gangsters wear pinky rings. You already know what it is. Okay. Yeah, whatever the hell we want. All right, man. Baby Sugar in the building. Tyrie will not get an extension. Yeah, well, I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm not worried about extensions right now. The only extension I'm worried about is a guy that wears number 98 out of the University of Eastern Michigan. That's it. I'm not worried about nobody else. As long as the edge rusher from Eastern Michigan, who the field there is called Maxx Crosby Field, if he's getting his extension, I don't care who doesn't get theirs. Get it how you can, get it how you live, homie. That simple. Okay. Tyrie Wilson has been trash in the scheme. We ran with our personnel at the time. Whittington Thomas says, but if he doesn't cook, man, with this, it's barbecue chicken. Well, you know, I've been ready for him to go, man. But like I said before, bro, you can't evaluate him in a 3-4 because you never seen him in a 3-4 in the pros. Can't evaluate him now. It's kind of like Klint Kubiak has given everybody a clean slate. It's kind of like you got all this mumbo jumbo on the blackboard in our time where we actually had to use chalk on a blackboard, and the teacher just comes in and just opens up a fresh pack and starts drawing shit. Everybody gets a fresh chance. If you don't make it now, you ain't gonna make it. Okay. All right. I have that video too, right next to you. Hey man, like I said before, I'm gonna put something together. Put something together, man. I got it. But I'm gonna wait. I need to figure out a little bit more, bro. But we can run it, but it ain't time yet. Everything starts March 11th. March 11th is the beginning of the fiscal year. We know that January 1st was the beginning of our year, but the beginning of the NFL year is March 11th. All right. Okay, straight up. Yeah, unknown Raider guy. You see anybody wants to come in here with a Speedo, with their pubes hanging out, get them out of here. We're not playing with you guys anymore. We're going to get you out of here quick. John Bankhead, Oakland hears you loud and clear, man. Salute. Salute to the O, bro. Salute to the 510, bro. Salute. That's the only thing that I have a problem with. I wish we were still in Oakland, bro. But outside of that, man, we know why. But my best years as a Raider fan was in Oakland. Loved it. Even when we came back and we were winning up until those first 7 years, and then after the 2003 season we sucked, I was happy that I can go home and to go to a game. I was home. It was beautiful. But Vegas is not a bad place. I'm starting to really like Vegas. I'm liking it. It's closer. It's 100 miles closer. Las Vegas is only 300 something miles. Oakland's 400. It's closer. I'm closer. All right, straight up. Okay. All right. We played them videos with the ones at the new scheme this year. Yeah, we're gonna be comparing them. There's no doubt. Preach. Yes, that's what I do. People don't understand the concept of a role player. Like I said before, man, everybody's not a superstar, bro. Like I always say, man, you know, I'm always gonna keep it to you straight. You're not even good at your job at what you do. A lot of you guys, Tyrie Wilson's better at his job than you are at yours. If it wasn't for your Uncle Phil being the foreman, you would have been got fired. You know, Uncle Phil is your mother's little brother. That's the only reason why you got a job. He calls your mom all the time. Hey, sis, he's over here just late, smelling like bud, popping at the girl. He ain't doing nothing right. I know. I told him if he doesn't get it together this time, I'm kicking him out. That's the only reason why you still staying at your mom's house, because you got a job. You can't get a job nowhere else. You're not employable, homie. But your Uncle Phil's covering for you, bruh. You got a 30-minute lunch, not a 45-minute lunch. Get your ass back to the quarry. You tripping. He can't keep covering for you. Your uncle's gonna fire you, bro. I mean, damn, you should have been fired already. Okay? Let's keep it a buck. All right? Jay Marion. I wanted Jalen Carter. Oh my God, you don't even understand. We were here, man. It's probably on here. Yeah, we were here. I was on YouTube at that time, and Dude, I was so mad, man. I was like, man, Jalen Carter sitting right there. Now we understand Jalen Carter had that vehicular situation where he, unalive somebody. But hey, man, let's not act like the Raiders don't unalive people in cars. Let's not act like we don't do that. Let's not act like first round draft picks don't do that for our team, because they do. Unfortunately. So they're not act like that would have been the first guy that we ever had on our team to do it. And a lot of you guys want him back. Go figure. But I don't think Jalen Carter's mad because he got him a whole chip. So I don't think he's pissed off. All right, man. Yeah, he snatched it and went crazy. That interception, Whittington Thomas. Unknown Raider guy. I'm glad Unknown Raider guy got some questions. Whittington and Shaq, do you think Geno's is gone soon? I don't know. It's looking like, based on what's being said, but it's a cap situation. You should have never. Here's where you made a mistake with Eugene. Number one, you traded for him. You actually had to. I mean, Spytek and Brady actually called the Seahawks to trade for him. Seahawks like, you want to hold Eugene here? And then you gave him a 2-year deal. He's $18 million. Whether you keep him, cut him, have him sit at the M Resort, it doesn't matter. You owe that man 18 M's. And if you cut him, it's a hard cap hit. Hard cap hit, bro. You need somebody to trade for him and take that contract, but who's going to do it? I can't think of nobody that crazy to do it. I can't think of not one person to do it. I can't. You got caught slipping, Raiders. Raider Nation, you got caught slipping. All right, man. Okay. I'm going to read some of you guys I haven't read yet. Raider Field. Shaq excited about the new 3-4 scheme. Didn't we win Super Bowls with running a 3-4? Nah, we were 4-3. Well, that's not true. We ran a 3-4 back in our first Super Bowl 11, 4-3. Super Bowl 15, I think we ran a 4-3 hybrid, and then Super Bowl 18 we ran a 3-4. All right. Okay, straight up. All right, man. K-Boss. Over 100 likes. Yeah, we got to keep it going, dog. Let's keep it moving. See if we can get to 150. All right, man. On the Raider guy, all this merch you guys can go pick up, man. Make sure you guys just rummage around, bro. Just go over there, MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Look around. I'm willing to say, man, we got the best merch in the game. Like I said, man, one thing about our merch, bro, when you get a character like this, it looks just like him. Tell me they don't look like Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson says look like him. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Justin Saw? Look just like Seawood, don't it? What's the use of getting something that don't look like him? You know how you get them shirts and don't even be looking like him. Everybody look like everybody. That's a prerequisite. It needs to look like the guy. What's the use of putting it on there and he look like somebody else? We don't do that. Okay? Tip your bartender like the video. Patrice, shout out to the moderators. Y'all handling it. Okay? Get rid of these guys, man. These guys are all disgruntled. They really thought they were going to get a whole Maxx Crosby. They really did. They really thought. And you know how I know? Because the majority of my friends, outside of you guys, are fans of other teams. I don't have a lot of Raider friends because we don't see eye to eye. We can't talk football. But all my friends, all my Cowboy homies, even my Niner homies, all of them. Oh, man, shoot, man, we're going to line, man. We're going to get Maxx, man. We're going to trade, man. They ain't talking now. I ain't heard from none of them. All of a sudden, all the talk's done disappeared. I wonder why. Maybe because Spy went out there and he said, I spy with my little eye. No Maxx Crosby. I spy with my little eye. That's what my son always plays that game. Okay? My son's 5. These dudes are being acting like 5-year-olds out here now that Maxx has been signed. Well, not signed yet, but sealed and delivered. All we got to do is sign them now. That's it. It's over. Tell your boys to stop talking to you. There's nothing to talk about. Tell them they got to find their own edge rushers. Okay? No D riding over here. Okay? Get your beanie, get your hoodie, get all that shit. Okay? All right, man. Straight up. All right, man. James Frippo in the building. I'm gonna shout out some of y'all that ain't hollered at. Hal Jordan. I got the feeling that the Raiders are going off free agency. We got the bread. There's only the top 2 teams in the National Football League with the most cap space. Let me tell you who they are. The team that has the most cap space in the National Football League are the Tennessee Titans. It's number 1. Number 2, the Las Vegas Raiders. We have the 2nd most cap space in the league. We have the 1st pick in the NFL draft. Our coach is a Super Bowl champion. Our offensive coordinator, Super Bowl champion. I'm telling you, this isn't the same. Anybody want to take bets on us winning 3 games or less? I take that bet. Here's a time for you guys to go around work and start getting your bets now. Why they don't think we're going to do anything. Start betting early. Hey, man, I bet you we win more than 3 games. No, you're not. That's going to be easy. We're going to win more than 3 games. Trying to help y'all out. Okay, Al Jordan in the building. All right, man, get the hell up out of here. Join the channel. You won't regret it. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, this Meat Lovers is cracking, man. Bill know what he doing. Okay? All right, AP's still my coach. All right? Okay, man. Yeah, thanks, Unknown Raider guy. Thank you for all that, bro. Okay? So get your Woodson whiskey, man. I got a lot of stuff that I haven't even had a chance to show you yet, but once this draft happens, you're gonna see. There's a lot of new things coming, and the new merch. I hope you guys are ready, bro. Hope you're ready. Now, Jordan Shaq, if my memory fails me, I think the Raiders are 3-4 defense in all Super Bowl wins. Is that true? If you're right, you're right. It's been a long time since I won a Super Bowl, Al Jordan. It's been a long time. I haven't won a Super Bowl in 43 years. My first Super Bowl was 49 years ago. It's a long time. So, I mean, excuse me if I don't remember everything. But it's been a long time, man. 43 years, man. I mean, 42 years. 49 to 42 years is a long time. That's a long time. I just remember hoisting trophies. I remember that. All right. Yeah, man. Okay. Raiders are in the building. All right, man. Bushido, under Kubiak, we will be a zone or power blocking scheme. Yeah. I was wondering that, man, but you guys made it clear to me that he runs a zone blocking scheme. But we've ran zone blocking schemes before. Okay? The difference is that they weren't good. Like I've always tried to tell you guys. We know last year, let's see if we can get the 150 with the likes, you guys. We know that you guys wanted Brendan Carroll fired because he was the offensive lines coach. And I was here saying, fire him for what? Oh, man, because our line sucks, man. Fire Brendan Carroll. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all was doing all that, man. You guys were running. And I always try to tell you, guess who's in charge of the blocking schemes? It's not the offensive line coach. It's the person whose offensive scheme it is. It's the person who calls the plays. It's the person who designs the play. It's the person who's in charge of the offense. Who was that? That was Chip Kelly. It's his fault. Klint Kubiak is in charge of the offensive line schemes. The offensive line coach is there to teach the players the techniques to run the scheme. He doesn't call the zone blocking, power blocking, man on man. That is the offensive coordinator's job because he designs the plays. The person that designs the plays is the person that designs the personnel groupings. The same guy who designs the personnel groupings and the formations. What is a zone blocking scheme? It's a part of the formations that are being designed by the offensive play caller, who is the offensive coordinator. It's his fault. So if the offensive line is trash, it's Kubiak's fault. Just like it was last year when it was Chip Kelly's fault. Just like it was the year before when it was Luke Getsy's fault. Just like before that, it was John Gruden's fault. Because before we moved here, before Gruden came back, the last year we was in Oakland, for the last 2 years we was in Oakland, we had the second best offensive line in football after the Dallas Cowboys. When we had Rodney Hudson, we had Gabe Jackson, we had all of that. Okay? We had the second best line in football. When John Gruden came back, he took the money, he traded Rodney Hudson to the Cardinals, he got rid of Gabe Jackson, sent him to the Seahawks. He took that money and he started putting it into his offense. That's when your offensive line became the offensive line you have now. Checky has not been your coach for 4 years. Your line is trash. Kubiak has to fix that. Do I believe that he will fix it? Yeah. As of now, because he fixed the one over there in Seattle. He fixed that. They didn't get no new guys. They just changed the scheme. Scheme is everything, y'all. Scheme is everything. All right? All right. Okay, man, I'm about to go in the house. All right, man, it's starting to get cold now. I'm starting to feel it now. All right, man, J Mance, do you think that we should drop us a rap for Indiana wide receiver? Hey, man, like I said before, anything we could do to improve our team in the draft, we need to do it. Those later picks are going to be so important. We can't burn draft picks like we did last year. Let's not act like we didn't whiff on Cam Miller. Remember last year? Man, that last year, bro, I had, because I post all these videos in on Facebook groups, and they were trying to get on me when I said we didn't have a second string quarterback. Oh, this guy's a clown. He's one of the worst Raider content channels. We got a number 2 in Cam Miller. I said, no, Cam Miller ain't no damn second number 2. Where's Cam Miller at? We blew a whole 7th round pick. He's in Miami. Who picked him? TB12. That's a whole wasted pick. Wasted. Let's not act like we couldn't draft nobody in the 7th round. You ever heard of Brock Purdy? Mr. Irrelevant, the last person picked in that draft? So don't act like a 7th round pick ain't important, because it is. I'm only going to read people who I haven't read that I'm going to go in the house, get me some dinner. Jamer said, hey, man, you think, I read that already. Okay. What's going on? Bernard Jackson in the building. 3-4 defensive scheme. I'm with it. Okay. 07, a hog in the house. Devin White should do well in 3-4 defense if he's retained. If he decides to stay, he can leave. Bill Holloway said Chris Johnson. San Diego, cornerback, great tackles. I like it. Watch the combine. Yeah, watch the combine when you guys can. The only problem is, man, the combine's so damn long. I can't watch it. I can't watch it now, man. I got a family now, man. Before, man, I had all this time, bro. I don't got all this time no more. I ain't got it no more, bro. I don't have the time to watch it everything. Marty Lowe in the house. What's up, Rose? What's going on, man? All right, man. Larry Purchase in the house. Okay. All right, man. I'm going to have to get up out of here, y'all. On the house. King Ed, what's going on? King Ed, salute, big dog. You know what it is. Okay. I don't even want to talk about them Lakers, man. Lakers last night, man. Come on, bro. They don't like they just blew that, man. It's like, man, what's wrong with these dudes, man? Just watching that damn game, man. Letting these guys come back, man. Come on, man. Orlando at home. Come on, man. I don't even want to talk about it. All right, man. Okay, could be 5 games. You always on point, OG. I mean, shoot, man, 5 games is an improvement. I think we're going to win more than 5 games. We'll see, though. Reports of combine, Kubiak is scouting fullbacks. That's funny to me. Kubiak didn't really run fullback sets last year. What is Kubiak up to? They were running single back sets with Kenneth Walker, the third, all season. What are we doing? Kubiak's up to something. I don't know what he's up to. A fullback? He didn't run a fullback last year. I don't know what he's doing, bro. I have no idea, man. He's up to something. I don't know what he's up to. Black Steel in the hour of chaos, bro. What's going on? Jerry Capir in the house. What's going on? Good seeing you the other day. I was the one that yelled at. Oh, shit. Remember when I told you I was driving last week and somebody yelled Raiders out to me? It's Larry. Larry was the one that yelled at me when I was driving. Larry, I didn't know who that was, bro. I didn't know who that was. Okay. Larry says, that was good seeing you the other day. I was the one that yelled at you in my car with the Raiders. I've been a Raider. That's him. I told you I was spotty. Y'all be thinking I'm capping. Hey, Larry, man, thanks, bro. I had no idea who that was, bro. How did you know it was me? Well, yeah, I know how you knew it was me because I was yelling at the damn dude in front of me and my window was down. I was cussing this dude out. It was Larry. I told you guys I got spotted, man. Okay, he was at the Pat Riley unveiling. I wish I would have been able to go. I mean, now having my son, I can't do nothing, man. I am the guy. I am a hands-on dad. I don't play. Okay, take my son to school, pick him up every day. Straight up. Them people know me. Okay, they know me. I walking around. They're like, "Hi, Mr. Shaq." Yeah, where's he at? How much shit did he tear up today? Good seeing you, Larry. Hey, man, I had no idea who's called. I had no idea, bro. But hey, just try to let you guys know, man, Unfiltered Nation, we strong out here in these streets. Hey, man, salute, Larry. Man, I had no idea who yelled at me, bro. You see, I just do it just like this. Come on, dog. Hey, Larry, you know we were in South Central. Larry know where we was at. We was in South Central, LA, bro. I'm in the hood, dog. I be going through the hood. That's the shortcut. I was like, hey, man, good. Whoever's hollering at me, I see you. Stop it for nobody. But salute, Larry, man. Oh, Larry was the one that said, what's up? All right, man. Hey, Larry, you need to become a member now, dog. You need to become a member now. All right, man. Black Steel. And, man, Raiders need to make Packers Quay Walker. Yeah, I like Quay Walker. Devin Lloyd's a good player. Okay, yeah, Big Percy always knocking them down. Raiders do see he's implemented 3-4 scheme. What do you think about that? Hey, man, I like it. We ran a 3-4 before. The last time we ran a 3-4, we were a playoff team. Now, understand it's a base defense, but the last time we ran a 3-4 with Patrick Graham in 2022, we went to the playoffs. Good omen. Watch the replay, y'all. Okay, yeah, smoking one with me, man. I'm telling you, I'm about to take my ass in the house, man. I'm looking in the house right now. All the lights is getting dim in here. People, son getting ready to go to bed. I got to go in there and say goodbye to him. I mean, we're not goodbye, good night. Yeah, I'm still on, bro. Running it. I'm about to get off of here, though. Blaze one for the nation. All you guys out here. Derek Spivey in the house. You already know what it is. I'm going to shout y'all out that I'm going in. Fidel Torres in the building. What current Raiders will start 3-4? Who will flourish? We have a lot of question marks, man, because like I said, we have 24 free agents, man. We have at least 13 of them right now. And then we have the post-June cuts where we can cut more people. So I don't know, man, but hey, man, this is the most activity I've seen in a long time where we've decided to turn scheme over. I mean, we turn over rosters every year, but to turn over a scheme on both sides of the ball, I'm curious to know what we're doing on special teams. I'm curious to what we're going to do with that. All right. Love it, man. The AP, my dog, man. I don't care what none of y'all say, man. AP, y'all know AP is a member of the Unfiltered Nation. Y'all know I talked to Coach AP at that time, gave him the hood, gave him the beanie. Y'all know that. All right, man. We got to get up out of here. We hit 150. We hit 150. Love y'all, man. That's what we need to be doing all the time. That's letting YouTube know we're here, bro. YouTube need to know what it is, not what it ain't. They need to know what it is over here, bro. All right. Feed is nice and clean. Okay. We don't got no glizzy glazers running around. Okay. All good. Okay. I'm about to take my ass in the house, bro. All right, man. Gotta go, y'all. All right, man. Yeah, good job, fam. We got to 150. Yeah, we got to go, bro. It's time. 151. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. I'll be out a little later, but I got to go in there and do the family thing. If you guys got family, go do the family thing. You got to work, do the work thing. Get you some food, man. Do what you got to do. Hang out with the shooby dooby, whoever you got crop popping. Say hi to moms, whatever it is y'all do in y'all personal life. Take care of that. This is just football. Personal life, first, your money, all that shit. Then come over here and fool with us. Okay? Wait a minute, I can't go nowhere. I gotta say this one. D Birdie! D Bizzle. What's up, D Bizzle? You came in late, bruh. You came in. Nah. I got it. D Bernie, my real ones. I gotta read your question, dog. I got to. You family. Okay, one of my nephews is here. Shaq, he's trying to have Rob Leonard run that hybrid multiple front defense. I hope he has the productivity than Patrick Graham. He says he wants more than a 3-man front. Like I said, it's a base defense. We can always jump in anything we want. Any type of nuance we can run. We could jump into a 4-3. We could jump into a whole bunch of different shit. What I like about it is the ease of being able to jump in schemes and blitz packages. Like, you're not going to be able to just relax. The offensive coordinator is going to have to think, bro. We're going to make them think now. Now they just can't be on autopilot, bro. Triple team Maxx, double team, cut block, hold them, chip block. We ain't worried about nobody else. That's been the whole defense. And 98 still got 10 sacks on with a torn meniscus. Okay? All right, man. Hey, D Bernie, you know I had to give it to you. Okay? You know I had to give it up. Okay? As a Jags fan, I'm still thanking you guys for giving us Jakobi Meyer. Hey, man, Jakobi's the homie. When we were at training camp, and I had my Maxx Crosby shirt that everybody signed, the first person to come over and sign it was Jakobi Meyers. He was the first person. And I had a good talk with Jakobi. And Jakobi wanted to be a Raider, but Pete didn't want him to be. Phased him out of the offense, got rid of him. Good to see Jakobi over there balling, doing his thing. But Jakobi Meyer was a guy who wanted to be with the Raiders. I talked to him myself. I talked to Genty myself. I talked to Zeus myself. I talked to Jamal Adams myself. I talked to a lot of people. But Jakobi Meyer, I had a good conversation with him. I told him, dog, they're going to have to pay you now because you got that $1,100. He says, yep, they're going to have to pay me. But I'm here. I want to play. I'm here. But he wasn't here by the end of the year. Good to see him do his thing. Like I said before, man, sometimes you lose good players because it's you. All right? Just keep it a buck. Jackie was a good girl, but she was a piece of shit. That's why she's not your girl no more. It wasn't her. It was you. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Matt Shepard.